Good afternoon, hockey fans, and what is going on? It is, as always, your host, Neil Villapiano, the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network, and welcome to a very special, exciting live watch-along right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Today is the 2022 Heritage Classic between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres. This live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network are sponsored by the awesome people at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure to use our promo code when you sign up, THPN. And as always, guys, these live watch alongs are comment driven. So you have a comment, question, score prediction, anything like that, let us know in the comment section and we'll share it here on the screen. And lastly, make sure to leave a like on the stream, subscribe, and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, and you do subscribe, let me know in the comment section that you do subscribe so I can shout you out here on the stream. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have our final outdoor game of the year. I'm excited to do this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're just a few minutes away from it, and I'm looking forward to it here with all of you. Got some comments already. Eric Last in the chat, a Sabres fan. It's not windy in Buffalo, but the Leafs still blow. Love the love the banter, man. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, man. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel while you're here. It helps out the channel tremendously. RJ says subscribe and like. Hello, Colleen says, Leafs have this game. Outdoors is where it's at. Woohoo. Absolutely. It's going to be a fun one. Outdoor games are always fun. The Leafs have had a pretty good amount of success playing in outdoor games, so they're looking to try to do the same thing here today. But again, thank you so much, Colleen. Appreciate it. Leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. RJ says, Olympic sled hockey, gold medal, USA 3 as they shut out Canada in the second period today. I believe they did win. So the U.S. wins another sled hockey championship, a sled hockey gold medal. So that is awesome. Badger says, here we go. Let's go Sabres from Ben. Eric White in the chat saying, go Leafs. Kevin the Fox saying Leafs. Kat Connor saying go Leafs. What's going on, Andrew? Thank you so much for saying Real Deal Neil. We appreciate it. What is going on, Josh? Thank you, man, for saying hi. Basketball Podcast Network saying go THPN. Appreciate the support, my friends. Looking dapper, my friend. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm wearing this on not a happy occasion as one of my best friends, her grandmother passed away, so I actually attended her viewing for a few short moments before I came on today. So if you guys could send love and prayers to my friend Mackenzie and her family, I'd greatly appreciate that. Ben says, hey, Neil, good to see you, Ben. Hope you're doing well today. HBF is in the chat as always. I'm sure he's excited for this one. 5-2 Leafs. Classy guy, Neil. I guess it's a little bit interesting to have this look today. What's going on? Isha says, hey, Neil, let's go. Hell yeah, my friend. Isha, Andrew's going to go with a 5-1 Leafs win today. That is his prediction. Josh is going with an upset, 3-1 Buffalo. What's going on, Rick? Good to see you as always, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Cheers, Neil and chat. Outdoor hockey, baby. It's the best type of hockey. Love the tie. Thank you so much. Black and white. I got the whole black outfit looking today. And, obviously, like I said, again, not the greatest occasion to be wearing this, but still just thought I'd keep it on, to look nice for all of you guys today. What up, Neil? Looking handsome, my man. Didn't know you would be doing the live stream of the Heritage Class. Of course, man. These big-time games, you got to pull out the big guns, right? I had to be on here to do this one. Super excited to do it, as always. Subscribe and like watch-alongs every day. Kat Connor says, let's go. Nice suit tie. Thank you so much. My good buddy Isha leaving a donation, $2 Canadian. Thank you so much, Isha. Appreciate it. Says that tie is amazing. And also, guys, if you do feel like donating, you don't have to, but it is appreciated. All donations go back to the hosts like myself. And if you do donate, I appreciate that. But also liking and subscribing as well. It's much appreciated. TNT just showed the longest championship droughts in 4 major pro sports. NFL, Arizona Cardinals, 75 years. Guardians in baseball, 74. NBA is the Sacramento Kings, 71. And the Maple Leafs, obviously in hockey, 55. Respect to TNT for doing that. Absolutely. Kat Connor says, so sad. Hello, Karen. Thank you so much for coming on and leaving a comment. We appreciate it. Go Leafs. Awesome. Oops, sorry to hear that. Prayers and condolences to their family. Thank you so much. Thank you as well, Barry at Sports. Appreciate it. Rick Smith saying, sorry for the loss. The tie looks amazing. Thank you guys so much for your thoughts and prayers to my friend. I really, really appreciate it. Soul Sister says, go Sabres. Love it. Love that we got Leafs and Sabres fans in the chat today for a good one. Can you wear a suit every stream? I might as well, right? If you guys really like this, I'll do it. But I'll only do it if you like, subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, and also leave a donation for me as well. If you guys do that, I'll wear a suit and tie every game. Cat Connor says 6-2 Leafs. Thomas Cook, thank you so much, boss man, for the comment. We appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Sabres 6-5 over the Leafs. Honestly, a lot of these outdoor games end up being high scoring for whatever reason. So I think that there's a good chance we might get a high scoring game today. What's going on, James? Been a while since I've seen you, buddy. Says, good afternoon. Well, teams seem to show their true colors as of late. Leafs, Vegas, these teams are contenders. Both need goaltending. Yeah, the Leafs now definitely look like they're going to need some goaltending. So maybe they're in play for a big-time goaltender at the trade deadline. Eric Classic marked the end of Luongo in Vancouver. That is so true. That is so true, Isha. It's crazy how far he fell off after that. RJ says the Penguins just beat the Carolina Hurricanes earlier this afternoon, 4-2. Thank you for that, RJ. What's going on, Cody White? Thank you so much for the comment, man. Appreciate it. Says, let's get it, bud. Hell yeah, my friend. Make sure while you're here, my friend, to leave a like as well as subscribe. I'd appreciate it 100%. He says, subscribe and like, watchalongs every day of the week. My wonderful mother in the chat saying, greetings all, another great watch-along. Hockey fans, absolutely. Panthers 6, Kings 2, let's go Cats. So Thomas is giving a prediction for another game. Love it, Thomas. Love it. After the game on Thursday, Jack was being so petty. He said, after 7 years of me leaving, they are finally getting better. He also said the crowd was booing because they missed me, brah. Yeah, I know. I did see that with Jack Eichel making his return to Buffalo. And, at the end of the day, the Sabres got the last laugh because they ended up being victorious in that one. Neil, got your wine ready? Unfortunately, not today. It's the afternoon, and I got some other work I got to do today, so I'm sticking with just water today, James. But don't you worry, I'll be having wine in the next one very, very soon. Isha says donate so he can buy more ties. Hey, that'll work. That will absolutely work if you guys could donate so I can buy more ties to wear here on the live stream. Danelle says, hey, Neil, the Devils won the shootout last night against the Ducks. Were you shocked since they are not that good? No, I wasn't that shocked because the Devils have just been playing very well of late, being ultra competitive, Danelle. So honestly, I expect them to be more competitive and win more games of late, and that's what we saw last night. A good 2-1 victory in the shootout, and finished 3-1 on the homestand before going to Western Canada. It's honestly, that was a great way to finish off that homestand. Cheers, I got my beer and I'm here chilling. Love it, Rick. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well today. You look good on this Sunday, Kat says. Thank you, Kat. Appreciate it. I got the vodka chill for this game. Who else? Hey, that's a good choice, my friend. Good choice indeed. Danelle says, good Knicks Nets. That wasn't it, Neil. Obviously the Nets came away with a 3-point victory over the Knicks just a few minutes ago. Nets getting to 3 wins in a row and finished the season series against the Knicks, winning all 4 matchups. What is going on, Faggio? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well today. Eric says, go Leafs, go. Again, good to see you, Andrew. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Olympic sled hockey, USA 4, Canada, nothing. I think that already happened, did it not? But anyway, there's the update from RJ. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it as always. When you got work at 4, but you have to watch the hockey game. Hey, Soul Sisters, I respect it. Hockey is life. Hockey is life. You got to do what you got to do, no matter where you are. Also, what team are you rooting for? Well, I'm glad you asked, Soul Sister. So I'm rooting for the Buffalo Sabres because I love upsets, especially in games I don't have a dog in the race, basically. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Sabres to win 5-4 in overtime. That'll be my official prediction for this one. 5-4 Sabres in overtime. Andrew says he's got his Coke. Love it. Kat said, did Michigan State win yesterday? They did not. They lost in the semifinals to Iowa by 5 points. So they are out of the Big Ten tournament, but they'll probably still be in the national tournament regardless. What's going on? What's going on, Quen? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. Quen, leave a like on the stream while you're here. Helps out the channel tremendously. Now says the Rangers Stars game was wild last night. Almost 10 goals, if I'm not mistaken. That was definitely a big-time scoring game in which the Rangers were able to win in Dallas. I say Leafs 5, Sabres 3. All right. Cody says snowing outside. May as well snow inside. I mean, at the end of the day, are we even surprised that it's snowing? It's snowing there. This game, I believe, is in Hamilton at Tim Hortons Field and home of the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League. But both of these teams have played in outdoor games before, so this should be nothing new to these players, but still a awesome once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ben's going to go with 50-0 Sabres. That is a bold prediction there, my friend. Rick's going to go 4-3 Leafs. Soul Sister's going, I'm guessing 3-2 Sabres overtime or shootout. All right, it's a decent one. Do you like all my favorites? Yes, I do, Andrew, 100%. Colleen says, nope, no overtime, 6-3 for the Leafs. All right, Colleen. All right, I like your confidence. Quen says, it should be a fun game. Absolutely, it should be a fun game. And like I said before, super excited to be doing this live watch along and hanging out with you guys today on this Sunday afternoon watching some hockey. And it's funny, I live here in New Jersey, here in the United States, and it's crazy how yesterday we had basically like a winter storm. We had rain, snow, hail a little bit, freezing temperatures, black ice. It was crazy. And then if you look out today, it's gorgeous, not a cloud in the sky, and it's great. And then you look over watching this game on TNT, by the way, if you're in the United States, it's snowing and it's cold. It's exactly the type of hockey weather we need for an outdoor game like today. Baji says, Hamilton Ticats are ass. Imagine choking in the Grey Cup from a Blue Bombers fan. That is, that is tough. That is tough to lose in your own. I believe they lost their own home stadium. So that's a tough pill to swallow. Andrew says, I got your text. Awesome. Smash the like, folks. It is free. It is absolutely free, guys. Liking and subscribing is 100% free, and it is appreciated 100%. My friend has a crush on Tage Thompson, and her name is Paige. Tage and Paige for life. Laugh my ass off. I mean, that's not bad. That's it's not a bad player to crush on. Pretty good looking guy. Solid hockey player for the Buffalo Sabres. And right now, as they are singing the Canadian national anthem, they have Team Canada, who won the gold medal for women's hockey, standing behind the national anthem singers. So that's kind of cool. That's actually very cool. And I feel like that's a typical Canadian thing to do, especially because they won the gold medal, and rightfully so. What is going on, Austin? Thank you so much for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on the stream, Austin, and subscribe while you're here. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, 4-2 Leafs. Hashtag go Leafs go. Hashtag Hamilton proud. Austin, are you from the Hamilton area, my friend? Let me know. Danelle says they are booing the Sabres when they came out the tunnel. Makes sense. Welcome to Canada. Yesterday it was chilly and raining. It certainly was. Yeah, they come in their own stadium, so it's true. They did choke in their own stadium. And windy. Yeah, it was definitely difficult weather yesterday for sure. They just cheered the Maple Leafs when they came out the tunnel. Makes sense. I mean, this is going to be dominated by Maple Leafs fans. It's going to be almost, mostly Toronto Maple Leafs fans, but maybe there are some Sabres fans there. We'll see. Kat says, my dad is rooting for the Sabres. All right. Sorry, Bomber, three-peat like the Patriots of the NFL. They've certainly become that in the Canadian Football League. Quen's going to go with a 3-1 prediction for the Sabres. What's going on, Brian? Thank you so much for the comment, my friend. Leave a like and subscribe while you're here. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, screw Toronto. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with saying that at all. Austin says, yes, I am right down the road from a stadium. Austin, why aren't you at the game, man? I mean, we appreciate you hanging out with us. And if you like and subscribe, we'd appreciate you even more. But did you have an opportunity to try to get tickets to this game today? It must be a big event in your area. Rick says, yes, clapping for women's gold, baby. The best Canada team ever. Yeah, I said it. That's a ballsy statement there, Rick, but I like it. Colleen says, watching from Botwood, Newfoundland. Love it, Colleen. Love that we got a great amount of Canadian fans in here. We got American fans as well. Absolutely love it. It's going to be a fantastic day. Cody White says 4-2 Toronto. All right. What's going on? Travis Swift, thank you so much for leaving a comment, man. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream as well. Subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, will you show the game? Just wondering, go Leafs, go. So I say this all the time, especially when people come in here that are new. Unfortunately, because YouTube will shut down the stream immediately, I can't show the game. So what I use a thing called Flash Score that shows the score next to me as I'm broadcasting the game. I give you guys the play-by-play as best as I can, and I kind of go from there, Travis. So that's the best that I can offer you. But again, we appreciate your support and hanging out with us today, 100%. When are you doing another basketball stream? Hopefully soon, especially with March Madness coming up, Andrew. Hopefully soon. I don't think I've ever seen an outside stadium. Really? Yeah, or do you mean like you've never been to an outdoor hockey game? I think if you're a diehard hockey fan, you got to go to at least one. It is unbelievable. Cody says, I can hear the game from my house. Impressive. Austin says, totally sold out, chilling my homie Cody White. Love it. Love that you guys are chilling together and hanging out with us. Hello, Jared. Thank you so much for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. Happy birthday, Jared. Leafs Nation forever. Everybody wish Jared a happy birthday today as he hangs out with us here on this live watch-along. Fagio says, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. All right, Fagio. All right. Not a fan of either team, but I hope the Leafs lose. Any day is a good day, unless you're a Leafs fan. Any day is a good day when the Leafs take an L, especially when they're playing a team like the lonely Buffalo Sabres. Rick Smith says, "Yep, Neil works hard." Thank you, Rick. Try to do the best that I can. To give you guys the best content here, the best play-by-play, because I know you guys badly want to, see the game and everything. But like I said before, otherwise, if I show you guys the game, then obviously the stream's going to get shut down. But if you want to watch along with us while you're here on the stream, you can turn on the game to TNT. If you're in the United States, it's going to be on TSN and Sportsnet in Canada. And you could go on NHL 66 or Stream East to get a stream for the game as well. So those are the places I can, I could suggest for you to get a stream. Rick says, happy birthday to Jared. Love it. So does Andrew. Faji would be like, Neil be like, what? Why the fuck are we talking about the CFL? It's so poverty. No, I'm a big fan of CFL. I'm a Toronto Argos fan myself, Fagio. I'm looking forward to watching Canadian football full time this upcoming season. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the Argos can do. We definitely have upgraded in many different areas, and I'm looking forward to making another run and trying to get back and trying to get to the CFL championship, getting to the Grey Cup. Rickson says, gets in the house, baby. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky's there. Not a surprise. The great one. Just chilling and having a good time. Andrew says, like I am in the U.S. Yep, absolutely. HBF says, I just finished getting all the goal horns set. Love it, HBF. Love it so much. Thank you as always, man. And again, guys, leave a like on the stream if you like what you see. Subscribe and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And also, guys, I say this all the time. You don't have to, but donations are appreciated as well. All the donations go back to the hosts like myself, and those are greatly appreciated as well. So thank you guys all for your support 100%. As actually one of the junior players for the Barrie Colts is actually wearing a Ukraine hockey jersey in support of Ukraine, with obviously what's going on over in Ukraine with Russia and obviously everything that's going on in our world right now. And I love that, in Canada, United States, they're showing so much support and doing what they can to help during this very, very difficult time. Andrew says, punch Baji says, and Neil caught up to the comments, party time. Yes, I did catch up to the comments here. Might have some difficulty as we go along because we got a lot of people in here, all right? We got like 44 people in here right now. Absolutely love. We could get to over 100 today, guys. That would be killer. I feel like today would be a good day to try to get to 100 likes. We've never gotten that on any live watch along this since we started. I think it'd be great if you guys could help us make this the first stream that we do that gets 100 likes. I'd love it. So make sure to leave a like, share this with your family and friends, get them to like, get them to subscribe, and also get them to donate as well. All of this is 110% appreciated, and we try to give the best content for live watch-alongs to you guys. Honoring Walter too. Yep, Wayne Gretzky's father, Walter Gretzky. Kat Connor saying, go New York Islanders tonight. They are playing against the Ducks. It's going to be Peter Mrazek in net for the Toronto Maple Leafs with Jack Campbell out for quite some time. And Craig Anderson will be in net for the Buffalo Sabres. So we are just about ready to get this one underway. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. This is going to be a fun one. And the ref is at center ice. Thompson and Austin Matthews are there as well. And I hope you guys are ready for this one. It's a special one. It's an outdoor game, again, between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres. The ref is just waiting to get the all go here. Any second now. Ref nodding his head, still waiting. And now the ref puts his arm up. He skates to the two centermen, drops the puck, and we're underway in the 2022 NHL Heritage Classic between the Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is going to be a fun one. Peace and love to Ukraine. Absolutely, Rick. Tyler says, are you showing the game? Like I said before, because YouTube will shut us down for copyright and everything, I'm not allowed to. So I'll give you guys the best play-by-play that I can. As a deflected shot by Bunting just goes wide of the net. So the Maple Leafs immediately looking to try to create something. But that's the best that I can do, unfortunately, for you, Tyler. But again, man, make sure while you're here to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. New live watch-alongs every day here on the Hockey Podcast Network, my friend. Andrew's going to go with a 6-4 win for the Leafs. Love it. Quinn gave us a like. Thank you so much, Quinn, because I think I know you're already subscribed, so you're good. But thank you so much for the support, man. Rick Smith says, let's go, baby. Kat says, it's go time. Anderson, maybe the Leafs killer. Potentially. I think if he wins today, it'll be just his 10th victory of the season, and that is like, that's crazy. That really is crazy. Andrew said, what happened to the scoreboard? Oh, I was just saying that it was delayed because they were still doing the pregame festivities when I showed it, but now we're all good as William Nylander tried to drop it off to Tavares, and Anderson just sticked it aside. Leafs keep it in the offensive zone defensive with a wrist shot, and that one just goes wide of the net. And now the Sabres will slowly look to try to set it up and go the other way. Screw guessing the score. Let's predict if this vid will be the most viewed stream on this channel. We have to beat the Finland versus Russia gold medal, which has 17,000 views, and I think we could beat that. You know what, guys? Let's get this stream to 20,000 views. So again, like, subscribe, share this with your family and friends, and have them all hang out with us today. All of it is appreciated. Let's try to make this the best live watch along we've had here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Andrew says, I did too like. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate the support, my friend. So now the Maple Leafs come down the right side. Travis Dermott holds up. Or Pierre Engvall, excuse me. 24 for the Sabres, chips it. So now the Sabres look to try to get out of the zone, and they do. 19 slowly makes his way, and now he'll set it back to his defenseman, and now the Sabres will slow it down as Rasmus Dahlin holds, still looking as he backhands it to his defensive partner, misses him, but his defensive partner is still able to get it. Now the Leafs take it away as now Joseph Hall with the puck. Hall drops it into the Sabres zone. It's broken up. Now the Sabres look to try to come the other way. They do a little bit. As now here comes Tuck. Tuck on the right side, using the body, looking for some help. He tries to go in front of the net. That one stopped. Opportunity for Buffalo again, and that shot is stopped by Mrazek. Follow-up try just goes high, and then a sharp angle try by Buffalo is blocked by Hall. So the Sabres with a good opportunity here, just about 3 minutes into the first period here. But the Sabres could not score. It's 27 degrees currently in Hamilton for this one. So it's actually not as cold as one would think. Sheldon Keefe, the head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, if he wins today, ladies and gentlemen, will reach his 100th win as a NHL head coach. Don Granato, the head coach of the Buffalo Sabres, looking for his 29th win of his career as a head coach. Kat says, wow. Fagio says, last time these two teams faced, the Sabres won 5-1 and Anderson was in net for that one. Yes, so obviously Sabres won opportunities. Now Jeff Skinner with a partial breakaway and a good defensive play there by Liljegren. And then Skinner got it back and was able to try to tuck it in. But again, Mrazek comes up with a save. So the Sabres coming with some speed right now. So maybe surprising the Leafs a little bit, but now the Leafs first line comes the other way, drops it off to Morgan Rielly with a shot, and he shot it wide of the net. And then a follow-up try there is blocked by Morgan Rielly as he went from right to left. And now Dahlin takes it for Buffalo. He gets hit by Matthews, but then Tage Thompson recovers it for Buffalo. And now the Sabres are going to try to exit out of the zone, and now they finally will. Rick says, give Neil the play-by-play for a while. I'm going to do my best. Andrew says, what jerseys are they wearing? Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs are wearing a jersey to honor the Toronto Arenas, which is, I think, one of the first few names that the Maple Leafs had. So they're wearing a jersey to honor them. And then the Buffalo Sabres are wearing a gray, blue and yellow jersey, as that shot there by Nylander is blocked. And the Sabres, it looks like their road version of their home version of their Winter Classic uniform that they wore against the Rangers back in 2018. That's the way that I look at it. So hopefully that answers your question, Andrew. Fudgy says, sorry, Neil, but in Be a Pro, I'm about to beat the most goals in a season record against the Devils. It is what it is, Faggio. That's only in a video game, man. As now the Sabres look to try to come into the offensive zone. Number 8 with a shot from a sharp angle gets blocked. Sabres trying to keep it in the zone. They have an opportunity. Tried to bank it off the side there. And Mrazek was able to stick that aside. Leafs and Sabres battling on the left side there. And now Heinstrom takes a sharp angle try. That one is blocked by Mrazek, and it goes high in the air. And another sharp angle try. Pass in front to a Sabre player. And he just shot it wide. He was wide open in the slot. And he tried to lift it, maybe trying to go top shelf. But he couldn't get enough of it as he ended up shooting it high and wide of the net. As now number 19 takes it for Buffalo. And now the Sabres will look to try to slow it up. Cat Counter says, go USA. Love it. You are happy last night for your win? Absolutely, Andrew. Happy that the Devils won. It's always a good day for me when the Devils win. Gwen says 27 degrees. Is that in Fahrenheit? Well, since this game, the game I watch, the stream I have is an American one. They're saying it in Fahrenheit, Quinn. So yeah, in Fahrenheit, it's 27 degrees. Let's get an icing here against the Sabres, I believe. So we got 14:03 to go in the first period of this game, the 2022 Heritage Classic between the Maple Leafs and the Sabres. Still no score, but both teams have had some really good opportunities to score, just haven't cashed in yet. Absolutely love that I'm doing this outdoor game, guys, and I appreciate you all hanging out with us today. Again, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. And also, if you could donate, you don't have to, but it's greatly appreciated. I would love that as well. And if you're new to the channel, guys, and you do subscribe, let me know in the comment section that you do subscribe so I can shout you out here on the stream. Andrew says, a YouTuber Maple Leafs media is at the game. Which one? Oh, it's gotta be, what's his name? It's gotta be Steve Dangle, right, Andrew? I imagine Steve had a chance to go to this game. As looks like the Leafs actually have an injury. It's Justin Hull who has a towel up to his face area just below his nose as he's going to walk back into the locker room. So I guess he might have gotten a puck or stick to the face. So for the time being, the Maple Leafs will be shorthanded on their defensive core with Hull going back to the locker room for repairs. Andrew says Jake. Jake who? I don't know. You got to give me more context than that, Andrew. As now Austin Matthews has it behind the net. Feeds it in front to Marner, and that one is blocked. Maple Leafs keep it in. Liljegren with a shot, and that one just goes high of the net. Follow-up try there is whiffed by Michael Bunting. Sabres just trying to whack it out, and they do. Now they'll slowly get it out of zone, and they'll dump it back into the Leafs zone. No icing here as Riley will get the puck. Morgan Riley now slowly makes his way out of his zone. Fires it at center ice, intercepted by Jeff Skinner. Here come the Sabres. Skinner with a shot. That one stopped by Mrazek. Good shot there by Jeff Skinner. And now feeds it over to Marner. He's got a step, but a good defensive play there by 23 of the Sabres to knock the puck off Marner. He was on his backhand, but still a good defensive play there to deny Marner of a good chance on a partial breakaway. Now the Sabres dump it into the zone here as both teams make a change. John Tavares, a long pass trying to feed Nylander. It's broken up. Tage Thompson trying to keep it in for Buffalo. It's intercepted. Now here come the Leafs. Tavares holding it. Gets it back. Takes a shot. That one just goes high of the net over Anderson. Nylander keeps it in now. Now he has it. 25. Andre Kochelou's now. Tavares has it. Gets it up top of the blue line. Gets it over to 46 of Toronto. He takes a wrist shot that gets blocked. 25. Kase takes it over. Kase now getting it. Alex Tuck gets it over Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson will lift it out of the zone and back out to center ice. As now 46 of Toronto holds it in. Gets it over his offensive partner. Now back to 46. Feeds it over to Mikheyev. Mikheyev holds and waits. Looks for reinforcements. There's a pin up along the left side. Now it's taken away by Buffalo. Hall going for repairs. GG, good game. Absolutely. It's been a good back and forth game so far with some good chances here early on. HBS says, Neil, did you tell your brother to not laugh at the MSHL? Yes, I did tell him that. We're all good, HBF. We are all good. He also subscribed to you, by the way, on YouTube, man. So he supports you 100%. As now this Leafs look the other way. Tried to feed it over to Engvall. It hit off his skate, but he was able to get to the puck first before an icing. As now Kemp tried to take a shot that gets blocked, and then the Sabres clear it down. Is this going to be an icing? It will. So the faceoff will be back in the Sabres zone. 11:35 to go here in the first. A very fast pace first period here of the 2022 Heritage Classic between the Sabres and the Maple Leafs. And again, guys, if you like what you see, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. That goes a long way in helping out the channel. And also, if you donate, that would be appreciated as well. All donations go back to the hosts here at the channel, like myself, would appreciate it. As now the Leafs try to set something up in the offensive zone. It's broken up for a second. Liljegren then takes a shot at the blue line, gets blocked. Follow-up try there again by Austin Matthews. That one is blocked as well. And then 71 of the Sabres dumps it back in behind the Leafs net as both teams will make a change. And now here comes Bunting. Bunting fires it over. Nice long feed to Kerfoot. Kerfoot stops and then backhands it behind the net. As Spezza gets there, loses it for a second, and then the Sabres are able to get to it first. Intercepted, though, by Wayne Simmons. Wayne Simmons holds. Wayne Simmons, who just reached 1,000 games a few nights ago, so congratulations to him on that incredible achievement, reaching 1,000 career games played in the National Hockey League. Now 19 gets it over. Nice feed. Tried to feed it over to Dylan Cousins, and that one was broken up by the Leafs defense. And now Michael Bunting intercepts it for the Leafs. They come the other way. Bunting gets it over just out of the reach of Mitch Marner, and that allows the Sabres to go the other way. Sabres will slowly make their way in. Dylan Cousins looking for a trailer. He gets the puck knocked off his stick. Sabres keep it in now, fired around the boards. Hinostroza, he tried to keep it into Dylan Cousins, but it was broken up. Leafs trying to keep it in. Austin Matthews just missed deking through. Now Michael Bunting keeps it in for the Maple Leafs. Bunting, top of the point, gets the Riley. Slap shot by Marner goes right into the glove of Anderson, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 10:06 to go in the first period of this year's Heritage Classic. No score so far here between the Sabres and the Maple Leafs. And we'll step aside for just a moment to get our first word of the afternoon from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook. So a big thank you to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure when you sign up for DraftKings, ladies and gentlemen, to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner here, THPN, and tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. So we got 10:06 to go here in the first period of this year's Heritage Classic between the Buffalo Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs. Each team has had some good opportunities. Each has had at least one break or partial breakaway, to say the least. But they have not cashed in, as both goaltenders and defensive cores have been solid here in this one early on. And I expect though, that eventually we're going to get some goals, though. I would be surprised if it was a low-scoring game. RJ says Olympic sled hockey game gold medal, 5-0 USA over Canada in the third period. Love it. Danelle says, Neil, what are your thoughts on both jersey on the ice and full uniform? I think now, looking at them, Danelle, because we talked about this on Twitter, the Maple Leafs one actually looks better, on the ice and everything than I saw when I saw the pictures. So it's actually not that bad. The Sabres one I think is cool because, again, it feels like just the home uniform for the Winter Classic uniform that the Sabres had back in 2018. So I think all in all, Danelle, I think they're pretty cool. Remember when someone in Dallas got a game misconduct Winter Classic? I don't remember who it was, though. It was Corey Perry. He was the one that got that game misconduct. I think, what was it, like a minute or two into the game? It was hilarious. It was so early on. It was crazy. Kat says, how is Jeff? Jeff's doing okay. Is now a good opportunity for Rasmus Dahlin. He tried to go through the legs on the left side, but a good save there by Peter Mrazek. That would have been a highlight reel goal as number 10 of Buffalo takes a shot that gets stopped by Mrazek. Hayden with a shot there, and that one goes into the glove of Mrazek, and he'll cover as we get a face-off here. But three great opportunities right away there as Dahlin got himself an opportunity. The puck was bouncing a little bit. He got it on his forehand, and he actually tried to go through the legs top shelf, but Mrazek was able to put the stick out and clear it before Dahlin could get it. But that would have been one hell of a goal if he was able to score there. But yeah, Jeff's doing okay. He's currently watching basketball with my family or watching March Madness, but he's doing well. Did your brother say hi back to me? He did say hi. Kat says, I'm missing the NFL. It will be back soon enough. Kat. Do not worry. 3 minutes in the game. What game? Isha says, damn, good game so far. It's been a good game. It's been a good back and forth game. I like the pace of it. And I like how both teams are playing. It's a nice feed there by 19 of Buffalo. He tried to feed it right in front to a streaking Sabres teammate, but he couldn't get enough on it. Good job on the defensive side. And looks like Justin Hall is back on the ice here after getting some repairs. Went to the locker room earlier in this period, but looks to be okay. 9 minutes exactly to go here in the first period. Still no score here between the Leafs and Sabres. What's going on? Soul the Great. Number one, love the name. Number two, love the profile picture, my friend. It says, oh my God, Mrazek. He's been playing really well. DraftKings Sportsbook update for odds to win the Rocket Richard Trophy. Austin Matthews in first with a minus 450. So those are the updated odds for the Hart Trophy for League MVP. Again, when you sign up for DraftKings, use our promo code THPN. But Soul the Great, if you haven't already, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out the channel tremendously. Faji says, right, it was Corey Perry that got the walk of shame to the locker room with Solaris because it took like 30 seconds to walk from the ice to the lockers. It did. So we get an offsides here. 8:16 to go in the first period here. Still no score between the Sabres and Leafs. Soul the Great says, he's doing well. You're right. He's been strong in net so far. Let's try to get to 2,000 subs today, everyone. Absolutely. Let's do that, guys. Let's get to 2,000. Let me double check to see where we're at right now, just so that I feel like I'm on top of my game today. As we are currently at 1.27 subscribers. So you know what, guys? Let's make this the best live watch along that's going to get us so many new subscribers. And again, like, subscribe, punch notification bell, new live watch alongs every single day here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Toronto jersey is very plain looking, but then again, jerseys didn't look crazy back then. No, they didn't. And I think that was kind of the point, Quinn. I think that they looked at it like they wanted to make it look similar to what it looked like back in the day. So I think that's kind of the point, but I can understand. I can understand why people may not like it. I can understand that. THPN, Peter Mrazek is doing well. He, like I said before, Saul, he has been playing very strong in net. He's been playing very strong in net so far in this one. As I'll show you statistics, he has currently stopped all 7 shots that he has faced so far. Shots are 7-2 right now in favor of the Sabres. Kat, again, Michigan State lost yesterday in the semifinal 80-75 or 75-70 to Iowa in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. So they did not win, unfortunately. I know you'd probably be happy about that being a Michigan fan. Andrew says, Winter Classic when Corey Perry got tossed out. That is true. Very, very true. So the Maple Leafs are 35 miles away from Brantford, Ontario, and Hamilton, which is where this game is being played. Buffalo is 54 miles away from Hamilton, 25 miles to Brantford, population of 579,200. Canada's largest steel manufacturer. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I like these. I love these fun facts that they give us here on TNT. Soul the Great says, hi. I said hi to you already, my friend, but thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Dude, big fan. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Big fan of yours as well. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, man. It's all free, baby. It's all free. Soul is cheering for the Leafs. He says, Leafs forever. All right. Love it. Everyone subscribe. Abso-freaking-lutely. Everyone subscribe, man. Let's get to 2,000. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this live watch along today. Is the game a sellout today in Hamilton? Yes. As we had a couple people in here who live in Hamilton that told us that this game is a sellout. So yes, it is a sellout in a very small town a very small area of Brantford, Ontario. But I absolutely love that it's a sellout crowd. It's great. It's absolutely great. And he missed the team picture and end of that game. He did. So it was definitely a tough day for Corey Perry in that Winter Classic a few years back. Kat says, are you going to a baseball game this year? Absolutely, Kat. That's not even a question. Shouldn't even ask me that question. Of course, I'm definitely going to be going. Looking forward to having baseball back. I believe spring training games are going to be starting on Friday at the earliest of this week. So it's right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just happy. Just happy that we have baseball. But back to our game here. 7:10 to go in the first period. The Sabres have the puck in the offensive zone. 78 right with it now in the right face-off circle. Tried to get over to Hayden. That one's broken up, and now the Leafs come the other way. Leafs come into the offensive zone with speed as Kasha takes a shot that goes completely wide of the net. Tavares gets it, wraps it around the boards. Leafs keep it in. William Nylander has it, gives it over to Kasha, and he just shot that one wide. Good 1T slap shot there. The follow-up try there by Toronto was blocked, and now the Sabres will slow it down. Now the Sabres will come back at center ice. John Hayden will then just flip it into the Leafs zone. Leafs take it and try to feed it over Hall to Marner, but he just missed them, and no offsides there. It's kind of a surprise. Dahlin now controlling it for Buffalo. Dahlin gets it over. Nice feed. Gets it to his partner. Now back to Dahlin, but it's intercepted by Toronto. But then re-intercepted here. Opportunity for Tuck with a backhand, and that one is stopped and covered by Mrazek. Good opportunity there on a nice steal by the Buffalo native Alex Tuck. And he tried to tuck that one in short side, but Mrazek stayed square to the puck and made the save and denies the Sabres another good chance to try to get the game's first goal. Faji says, who's some really good superstars that got forgotten in history? For me, one of them was my favorite players, and I talk about him a lot all time, Marcel Dion. You know, Marcel Dion, unless you're like a really diehard hockey fan, you may not know him that well. You know, he was a tremendous player, one of the best goal scorers we've ever seen in our game, playing for the Los Angeles Kings. He was kind of the first superstar of the LA Kings when they came in as an expansion team. But he definitely was a phenomenal player, as that shot there by Buffalo was blocked. And now Liljegren gets it, tried to get it over. Nice feed there to the Toronto player. He comes in, holds it, believe that's Mikheyev with it. It is. Gets it over to defensive partner. Takes a shot. That one gets blocked. And Dahlin tries to backhand out of the zone. Intercepted for a moment by Toronto. Can they keep it in the zone? They do. But Marcel Dion, absolutely phenomenal players. That shot is deflected, but a good save by Anderson. Sharp angle try gets blocked by Dahlin. And now Dylan Cousins will get it for Buffalo, and now the Sabres will slow it down. For me, Faggia, I would say this is tough. This is tough, but I'm gonna go with this guy, Alexander McGillney. And I say that because McGillney had some great years in Buffalo, a 71 with a shot there that just goes over the head of Peter Mrazek. So Sabres try to keep it in. Good job there, but it's intercepted this time by Austin Matthews. But I say McGillney because he had great years in Buffalo, but nobody talked about him a whole lot, but especially when he got to the Devils and helped them win a cup, he really started to get himself going. I think he definitely deserves to have his name in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And he defected from Russia as a young kid, which was very dangerous at the time. And I don't feel like McGillney's talked about enough. And if he was talked about enough, he would be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And he had a nose for the goal. He was a clutch goal scorer. So I would say Alexander McGillney. Which game are you going to? Baseball game. I'm going to probably be going to some Yankees games, some Phillies games, maybe some Mets games as well, and maybe even some minor league if I get the opportunity. As that one gets out of the zone and back out to center ice. 4 minutes to go here in the first period of this Heritage Classic. No score right now between the Sabres and Maple Leafs. Campbell is injured. He will be out for quite some time, which makes it interesting to see if the Maple Leafs are a team that goes after a big-name goalie, maybe a guy like Marc-Andre Fleury if he's available. Sol says, I watch every single stream. Well, we appreciate you 100%, Sol. Thank you so much, man. As now Kasha tried to take a shot that gets blocked. Kat says, go Mets. Tech is playing the Golden Knights, not this team in Buffalo. No, Alex Tuck is now on the Buffalo Sabres. He was part of the Jack Eichel trade, and he is from Buffalo, New York, so he actually gets a chance to play for his hometown team. Sol says, I'm Canadian. Awesome. Gonna go eat, but I'll be back. No worries, Quinn. Take your time, my friend. Thank you as always for hanging out with us. You like my name, right? I said it before, Sol, when you jumped in here, that I love the name Sol the Great. Very, very cool, and I very much love your profile picture as well. Sol says, are you a Leaf fan? I'm actually a New Jersey Devils fan. I've grown up in New Jersey my whole life. I've been a Devils fan. I cover the Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network as an opportunity on a rebound by Jeff Skinner. Just goes high in the net. Other try there by Tuck is stopped by Mrazek. Sabres trying to get another chance. That one gets blocked. And now the Leafs are finally able to chip it back out of the zone. It'll go all the way down back into the Buffalo area and be an icing. Great opportunity for Tuck and Jeff Skinner, the Sabres, but neither one of them could score there. But I cover the New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Devils State of Mind podcast, new episodes every Monday and Thursday covering all things New Jersey Devils. But I'm also a big hockey fan, and I love doing these live watch-alongs covering every team in the NHL. Lauren, I'm sorry. I knew you were going to be in here. Lauren, did you have a chance to go? Were you in the live watch-along last night with my good buddy Nate, who covers the Ducks during the live? I told you we were going to do it, but I had some other obligations I had to take care of. So Nate did that one. Shout out to Nate Thomas, one of the hosts of the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks here on the channel. She says, I can't believe my Ducks lost to your Devils in the shootout. My UCLA Bruins choked. I'm so heartbroken. This is the second time I watched two of my favorite sports teams lose in the same day. I've been there, Lauren. It's a sucky day when more than one of your favorite teams lose on the same day. I'm not going to apologize about the Devils, but, it is what it is. Most points by players born in Brantford, Ontario. Wayne Gretzky, number one, with 2,857. Adam Henrique, Lauren, the third most points by a player from Brantford, Ontario. So there's a fun fact for you. Who's your Mount Rushmore for Devils, a.k.a. your four best players of all time? Oh, this is very easy, Faggio. Martin Brodeur, Scott Stevens, Ken Danico, Scott Niedermayer. That's my Mount Rushmore of Devils, 100%. No questions asked. No more questions asked. Sol says, sorry, I was gone for 2 minutes. No worries. There is a feed in front to Kemp, and that one is stopped by Anderson, and he'll get a cover. And then we get pushing and shoving here as Pierre Engvall and Hinostroza go down to the ice as they swing a little bit, and they have some words afterwards. But some pushing and shoving there, some arms being swung. And then the ref decides to send both guys to the sin bin. So it looks like we're going to be skating four-side here for a little bit. But a good job there by Anderson. Made the save. Kemp tried to poke it. And then number 10 of Buffalo had some words afterward for Pierre Engvall. They pushed and shoved. And then there was a scramble in front of the net after the whistle. And the ref decided at the end of all of it to send two guys to the box. Lawrence says, I'm not angry we lost to your Devils. Didn't you just say you were? You said you can't believe. Okay. I'm just disappointed and heartbroken. I have been calm throughout the live stream thanks to the Quack Report and my friend Ali H. Yeah, no, that was a great stream for you guys, and I'm so happy that we were able to provide that for you, Lauren. And sorry about that. But that was payback for losing, for the Ducks beating the Devils back in late October, early November. We finished the season series tied at the end of the day. Andrew says, I'm heading out soon. See you, buddy. No worries, Andrew. Thank you so much, as always, my friend, for hanging out with us. We will see you again very, very soon. Soul the Great says, Leafs beat the Devils 7-1. I remember that. I remember how difficult. I did a live watch-along for that one, and that was one of the ones I regretted doing because it was so hard to sit here and watch my team get ass-kicked all night long, and it was tough. I mean, we lost back-to-back to the Maple Leafs just before the All-Star break, and, I just try not to talk about those days too much. Do you like summer or fall better? Neither. I like winter. I'm very weird. I say this all the time to people. The colder it gets, the happier I get, and maybe it's because I am a huge hockey fan, and I love the cold and playing outdoors and things like that. So, I would say winter. It would be winter, probably fall, then summer, then spring. And the only reason spring is last is because of allergies. Other than that, that would be like in my order of the seasons, the four seasons, not the singing group, but the four seasons of nature. I would say of weather, I would say winter, fall, summer, spring. So looks like the Sabres actually have two players in the box. Hinostroza is one of them, and number 10 of the Sabres as well. So I'm not sure. I think Pierre Engvall also went to the box for the Maple Leafs, but it may be that the Leafs actually run a power play. So we'll see in just a moment here, as Pierre Engvall is the only guy in the box for the Leafs. So I would assume that there is a power play right now for the Leafs, as we're getting a little bit of a delay here as the ice crew just making sure the ice is still stable here. They're facing the weather conditions, and it's snowing, and snow piles up, so they want to make sure everything's safe. What's going on, Danny? Good to see you, buddy, as always. Hope you're doing well today. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. The face-off will be to the right of Craig Anderson, as I'm, again, assuming that there is a power play. Face-off won by Toronto. It is indeed a power play for the Maple Leafs here, so a great opportunity. And as soon as I say that, Tuck intercepts it for Buffalo and dumps it and clears it back down. 1:45 to go here in the first period. No score so far between the Leafs and Sabres here in the Heritage Classic. And again, so excited to be doing this one with you guys. It's a special one, outdoor game. You love it if you're a hockey fan. These are the best type of games. As now the Leafs will slowly make their way here as they go to center ice. Morgan Riley and backhands it back into the zone for William Nylander. Nylander goes around the defense. That's Marner. Nice move, but he's whistled for offside. So the faceoff will be just outside the Sabres zone. 1:16 to go in the first period. 1:21 remaining on the power play for the Maple Leafs. Remember that comeback with the Leafs and Devils? You mean the previous night? Yes, I do, unfortunately. So, and both of those nights were some of the worst nights I've had this season watching the Devils. As now the Leafs come in. Austin Matthews with the puck, holding, tries to get it, still has the puck, gets it away, but then the pass there from Matthews goes off the skate of Bunting, I believe, and then the Sabres are able to intercept it and clear it back down into the Leafs zone. 50 seconds to go here in the first period, 55 seconds to go on the Leafs power play. So now the Leafs again looking to try to set up. They get it. Morgan Rielly with the puck gets it over to Nylander. Nylander feeds it over. Nice feed. Takes a shot, and that one is stopped by Anderson. And then Tage Thompson clears it. Austin Matthews with that great shot. But Anderson was able to get over there just in time to make the save. Sol says go Leafs go. So does Danny. All right. So we got some more people in here cheering the Leafs. As now Nylander with it. Nylander tried to feed it in front. It was broken up by Buffalo. And now Buffalo tried to clear it. Good job to lift the stick was Nylander. But then the Sabres player was able to get it back and clear it out to center ice. 10 seconds to go in the first. Maybe one last chance here. If the Leafs can hurry, they'll just dump it in the zone. 3 seconds, 2, 1. And that will do it for the first period of play here in this year's Heritage Classic, as both teams with some good opportunities to start, but both goaltenders, Craig Anderson and Peter Mrazek, have been strong in net so far, and we'll see if that continues as this game goes. The Leafs will start the second period with 5 seconds on their first power play. Austin Matthews just moments ago had probably the best chance of that entire power play, all alone on the left side, tried to go top shelf, but a good shoulder save by Anderson denied him. And again, no score after the first 20 minutes of play. Let me catch up on some comments. The last time I saw two of my favorite sports teams lose on the same day was when my Lakers lost to the Clippers and when the Ducks were shut out by the Kings. Must have been a tough day for you as well, Lauren. I can only imagine. What's going on, Bryce? Thank you so much, boss man, for leaving a comment. We appreciate it. Bryce, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. He says, go Leafs. Love it, Bryce. Love it. What Winnipeg Jets players have had their jersey number retired? I'm going to give you a hint. There's no one retired from the current Jets, but there's 2 numbers from the old Jets. My guess is going to be Dale Howard-Chuck, right? Dale Howard-Chuck and Teemu Selanne, Faggio. That would be my guess. Let me know how I did. Yes, Sol. Again, I do remember the comeback against the Devils. The Leafs had against the Devils just before the All-Star break. The Devils were up by 2 or 3 goals in the third period, and the Devils just fell apart. And they were up by 2 and ended up losing by 2. That was how bad that was, especially with all that happening in the third period. Dopey Horrible says, Neil, why are you dressed so nice? Well, I mentioned this before, and again, I wish I could say this because it was on a lighter situation, but unfortunately, one of my closest friends, grandmother, who she was very, very close with, passed away last week, and today was the viewing. And just before I jumped on here, I went over there. It wasn't too far away from my house. I went over there and waved the flag for my family and showed my support. And so I had to dress up nice, and I didn't really have time, nor did I really want to, change into something else. So I'm sticking with the look that I have. People seem to like it. And if you do like this look, leave a like for me, subscribe, and also make sure to donate, guys. All that is appreciated 100%. Yes, I do remember the comeback. So I feel like you're killing me, man. I do remember the comeback that the Leafs had against the Devils. What's going on, James? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. He says, Leafs, love it, man. Make sure to leave a like on the stream while you're here. It helps out the channel tremendously. So, okay, well, you got that really wrong, but I can understand why you guessed those two. It was Bobby Hall. That makes sense. Bobby Hall, he jumped to the WHA way back in the day when the Jets were first created. And Thomas Steen, I believe that's Alexander Steen's father. So that's interesting. Thank you for that trivia question and fun fact, Faggio. Appreciate it, man. Sorry, Neil, giving a like for your friend. Thank you so much, Don't Be Horrible. I really appreciate it, man. I really, really appreciate it. Says God bless as well. Thank you so much. I'll let her know that you guys shouted her out. So again, thank you so much. Her name's Mackenzie, by the way. But I really appreciate you guys showing your support. Soul says, you're my fave YouTuber. Thank you so much, Soul. Appreciate you saying that, man. Really, really appreciate it. And appreciate you hanging out with us today, man. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. But before we continue here, guys, and talk about the first period and anything else that we got to talk about, we are going to get another word from our awesome sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We pick one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring! 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
So again, a big thank you to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. The Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure when you guys sign up for DraftKings to use our promo code THPN. So we are in the first intermission of this year's Heritage Classic between the Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs. It is currently no score after 20 minutes of play. The Sabres, they definitely dictated the pace a little bit more than the Leafs, but I would say that was a pretty well-balanced first period. Both teams had some really good chances, but the goaltenders were just really on their game. That would be the way that I would look at it after the first 20 minutes of play. Really like the way this game is going, and I'm hoping that we get some goals and the pace continues to be this way because this has been good. Dopey Orber says, God bless Mackenzie and her grandmother. Thank you so much, Horrible. Appreciate it. Soul says, subscribe to my channel too. Is it just Soul the Great? My friend, let me know what the name of the channel is. New drinking game. One shot for every time Neil asks us to donate. One shot for every time Neil goes to commercial break. How about this? Every time I ask you to donate, Fagio, you have to donate me $1. And you have to subscribe. I mean, you already subscribed, so you're fine. But you got to do that. But come on, Fagio, I gotta show love to the people who help us make all this possible. Fagio says, and right as I type that, you already have to take a shot. So there you go, Fagio. Fagio, new drink. Every time they show the goalie, you take a shot. I like that, Soul Sisters. I like that one. That's funny. I was taking shots on my basketball, and then inside, well, the sponsor was happening. Yeah, no worries, Soul. No worries, Soul. But we appreciate you hanging out with us today, man. Soul says, yes, my channel's name is Soul the Great. Give me one moment. Give me one moment, Soul, while I do this. Soul the Great. Now, I'm going to filter this out just so I can type channel, apply. We'll find you. Here you are. Cool. All right, man. Well, I just subscribed to you, my friend. So there you go. Appreciate you subscribing to us. And we subscribe to you to return the favor, my friend. Baji says, listen, I'm kind of broke. I know you are. I know you are. And I know that, especially some of the people that come into these live watch alongs every time, I know they get tired of hearing the same routine, especially when I'm here. But again, guys, if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that helps the channel just as much. All donations, if you do donate, all donations go back to the host like myself. And so if you appreciate and you like what I'm doing here and you decide to donate, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But, liking, subscribing, really, that mainly helps out the channel. And we appreciate that as well, 100%. But I'm also filling out some March Madness stuff also. So give me 1 second. Which overall team will be the number 1 seed? Probably, I'm going to say Gonzaga. But that's why the Blue Bloods. How about that? Will Indiana make it in? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because they got to the semifinals and lost on a buzzer beater. So I'm talking basketball, by the way, guys. So sorry if I was just talking out loud there. What's going on? Nicholas Griner, St. Nick, thank you so much for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. If you haven't already, it helps out the channel tremendously. This is Matthews 15, 11, 20. God wants you to know something. God bless, man. Appreciate you 100%. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're here. It really does help out support me as well as the channel. And if you do feel like donating, all donations go back to the host like myself. And that would be appreciated as well. I'm going to let that slide, so don't take a shot yet. All right. So it says, I'm basically Dream on my channel. Nothing wrong with that, Saul. Nothing wrong with that. I encourage, you know what I try to do, especially somebody who has been in the sports media world and just media world for as long as I've been. I'm only 24, but I've been in it for a long time. I say to people all the time, it doesn't hurt to create a YouTube channel and just put out stuff that you're really passionate about. Gaming, sports, makeup, motivational stuff. Whatever it is, and just keep doing it. And over time, people are going to see your stuff. They're going to like it, because I'll tell you guys a really quick story. Here. As again, we're in the intermission here of this, the first intermission of this game between the Leafs and the Sabres. So when we started this channel back in I want to say late September, we were doing it. We were fortunate enough to start right as the NHL season was starting. The first live watch along we ever did, I did, and we had only like 5 or 6 people in total that were watching us. But over time, as we did more of these and we shared it on social media and did all these things, we got more and more people to come on here. People like Faggio can tell you that, because people like Faggio have been here long enough to see how much this has grown over time. So again, it takes a long time to build it up. But I promise you, it's a great avenue. It's an absolutely great avenue. Nicholas is giving us a score prediction. He's going to go with Sabres 4, Toronto 2. All right. Thank you so much for your prediction and your comments, Nicholas. Again, I appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Soul says, where do you live? I am from the Garden States known as New Jersey here in the United States. I know that I want to say most of our subscribers, not all of them, but a good amount of them are from Canada. And so they always are curious to know where I'm from, especially being an American and, covering the game as much as I do and everything like that. So, yeah, I'm from New Jersey. Some of you may know it. Some of you may not. But, yeah, it's a small state right below New York. So I'm like an hour and change from New York City. I'm like an hour and change from Philadelphia. I'm a couple hours away from Washington, D.C., and I live right by the shore, so I get to be by the beach all the time, which is great. Soul says, I'm from Canada. So where in Canada are you from, my friend? Let me know. Daniel Penny, thank you so much for the comment, my friend. Appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already, my friend. Really does help out the channel. When is this game getting back on? Well, they're right now doing like some sort of concert for like the first intermission report, but give me one moment, Daniel, and I'll let you know exactly when this game's going to come back on, because the NHL actually does a good job. So it looks like, just according to the NHL app, which I have here on the screen, you guys can't see, it's just like a white screen. It says here that the intermission should be over in about 5 to 6 minutes. So I would say, Daniel, give it like 5 to 10 minutes and the game will be back on for the second period. All right, my friend? But while you're here, again, leave a like on the stream as well. Subscribe. I'd appreciate it 100%. Soul says it's 5. Yeah, it's I live on the East Coast, so it's currently 5:10 in the afternoon. It's also the first day of daylight savings time? No, not daylight savings time. But we had to move the clocks up an hour. So like, even waking up today, I woke up and it said 11, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's not 11, but that's really how this works, man. Soul says, I'm from Ontario. Love it. Absolutely love it. My dad is from Lancaster, Buffalo. All right, so Nicholas, I'm assuming that your dad is going to be cheering on the Sabres today, right? Because he's from the Buffalo area. Daniel says, nice, awesome, man. Glad I could help you with that question. Soul says, me too. Very cool. Very, very cool indeed, guys. And again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. We really, really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And, some of you ask all the time, like Faggio always gives me grief for doing commercial breaks and all that stuff. But I do it for 2 reasons. One, I do it because, obviously DraftKings sponsors us and we have to give them love when we get the opportunities to get a break. And number 2, I also have to give myself a chance to catch my breath, maybe stretch out a little bit, things like that, especially when you're doing a live watch along on your own. So, that's what I got to do. And I know that Fodge is just screwing with me, but I just wanted to. Daniel is from Toronto. All right. Or your dad's cheering for Toronto. Which one is it, Daniel? Let me know. But, Nicholas's dad is from Buffalo. My bad. So Daniel's going to go with Toronto in this one. All right, Daniel. All right. RJ with an update. Thank you, RJ. Love the new profile picture, by the way. Olympic sled hockey gold medal game. USA 5, Canada nothing on this Sunday here today. So congratulations to the U.S. sled hockey team in the Paralympic Games, winning the gold medal over Canada. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better with the U.S. women's team losing to Canada in the Olympics a couple months ago. But thank you for all those updates, RJ. Appreciate it. And RJ, again, buddy, I know you're going to do this anyway, but if you could give us just some updates for other games going on today and maybe even tomorrow in the NHL, that would be appreciated, my friend. Nicholas Greener says, yeah, we're watching it from Georgian Newman, Georgia, and we're huge Bills fans too. And man, we love the Sabres as well. Love it, Nicholas. Love that you're showing your support for your Buffalo teams, man, 100%. I got a fun fact for you, Nicholas. I actually have an uncle that played in the National Football League by the name of Phil Villapiano. And he played for the Raiders most of his career, but he also played a couple seasons with the Buffalo Bills as well. So he actually got to play in Buffalo for a little bit in the late 70s, early 80s. So there was a fun fact for you, my friend. Soul the Great says, no? What do you mean? No what? Did I say something? What happened? I'm so confused. What happened? As right now they have a singer singing with a pink drum. So, I mean, yeah, this is, an outdoor game. It's a special event. They're going to do these things, and hopefully it's over because I want to get back to hockey. They also call, for Canada losing. Yeah, well, look, Canada's not going to win everything. I know the hockey is your guys' sport. I understand, but the USA has been able to create some, has been able to do some things as well. So, I mean, you gotta let us have it. You gotta let us have our moments every now and then, right? You gotta let us have our moments every now and then. I'm sure you can understand. But yes, the U.S. men's sled hockey team defeated Canada in the Paralympic gold medal game today, 5-0. And sled hockey is so much damn fun. Go look up sled hockey and watch it. I promise you, it is so much fun to watch. I know that it's just that big of a loss. It is that big of a, losing 5-0 in the gold medal game is a rough way to lose. The BC Hockey Podcast, my good buddy Dylan is in the chat saying, what a beauty. Thank you so much, Dylan, for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it, man. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. It helps out the channel tremendously. By the way, guys, I'm going to do a plug here. BC Hockey Podcast covers basically, will be the right way. They cover the Canucks. They also cover junior hockey in the Vancouver Islands area, in that Pacific Northwest area up north in Canada. Make sure you guys go subscribe to them as well. Dylan's on there as well as Isha. A lot of you guys know them here from the channel and hanging out on, in the chat. So make sure you guys go subscribe to them as well. They also have their own YouTube channel. So make sure you go subscribe to the BC Hockey Podcast on YouTube and tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. RJ says tomorrow's schedule, one game tomorrow, Monday, the 14th. Arizona Coyotes versus the Ottawa Senators at 7:30. So a very quiet day in the NHL tomorrow. But thank you, RJ. Solstice says, why was there a mini concert? It's a hockey game, not the Super Bowl. Well, for these events, whether it's Winter Classic, Stadium Series, Heritage Classic, they always try to have a concert to try to, beef it up a little bit more. And also, if it's with somebody that is known, even if it's a very little known artist, people will come for that as well. So it's just another opportunity to get more publicity, make more money, this, that, and the other thing. So that would be the way that I would describe it. Josh is back in the chat saying big beauty. Thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate it, man. Soul the Great says, I want to be a hockey player when I grow up. Dude, sky's the limit, my friend. Sky's the limit. Work hard, learn, watch film, watch other guys play, whatever position you want to play, and just keep working on your craft. Whether you're on the ice or off the ice, just continue to work, because the hard work is going to pay off and you're going to get your opportunities, even if you're not the most talented player, Soul. So I wholeheartedly push you to become a hockey player, man, so that one day I get a chance to do live watch-alongs of your games while you're playing in the National Hockey League. So do it, man. Absolutely do it. But before we get back to our game, ladies and gentlemen, because we're just moments away from starting, we're going to get one more quick word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook. So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, guys, make sure to use our promo code THPN. So we are underway here in the second period of this year's Heritage Classic between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres. Both teams with some good chances in the first, but they could not cash in. And so it's no score here as we get underway in the second period. I crush my friends. Dude, work hard, man. Continue to push yourself. Become the best hockey player that you can be, Saul. Saul Sister saying, when you realize Rasmus Ristolainen looks like Ivan Drago. I love it. And also, Rasmus Ristolainen, he really got a 5-year extension from the Flyers, and he sucks. I'm sure Sabres fans are so happy to see him gone, but it's just funny that he got that after having a very mediocre to not so great season. It's a one-time shot by Austin Matthews and a gorgeous glove save by Craig Anderson. Holy smokes, what a save. He stone cold robbed him there, flashing the glove. Austin Matthews, he scores that 9 times out of 10 as he loaded up the slapper there. But then Craig Anderson with just a great save. And Austin Matthews just looks down and just drops an F-bomb. Cannot believe that Craig Anderson denied him there. 36 seconds in is off the faceoff. That one is stopped. And a rebound try and the Leafs score. It's Ondrej Kase on an opportunity off the rebound. And just moments after Anderson stones Matthews, Kase off the faceoff taps it in. And 40 seconds in to the second period, the Leafs have struck first. It's 1-0. William Nylander took the original shot. Anderson made the save. Was kind of in a weird position. I think he was surprised by the shot. Kase got it on his skate and then slowly with his stick kind of just guided it into the net and in. Kind of a weak goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. And the Leafs strike first on a goal by Ondrej Kase. So I'm sure nobody had that man scoring the first goal as he scores on just the 12th shot for the Leafs. Shots are currently 14-12 in favor of Buffalo, but the Leafs take the 1-0 lead. So a good start, a great start if you're the Leafs here to kick off this second period. So great. It's my birthday day. So we've had 2 people in the chat with birthday todays. Everybody wish our good buddy Sol the Great a happy birthday here in the chat. From all of us here at the Hockey Podcast Network and in the chat, happy birthday, Sol the Great. The man who was doing the live watch along yesterday is a one-time slot shot, and the Sabres tie it. Oh my goodness, it's gotten back and forth now. Nate, I'll get to your comment in just a minute, man. Sorry. As a goal there for the Sabres, and not even a minute after the Leafs took the lead, I believe it's Peyton Krebs, the Sabres prospect who scores on a 1-T, and he ties the game up at 1. So let's look at the replay here. Just good interception by Hinostroza, and he just made a nice feed over to Krebs on the 1-T, and Mrazek just couldn't get over there in time. Just caught in bad position. Krebs, slapper, just beating the glove of Mrazek and in. It's Peyton Krebs who scores. So Ondrej Kase and Peyton Krebs both score within the first 90 seconds of the second period, and the game is back to even as we're now tied at a goal apiece. That shot there is kicked aside by Anderson, but Nate Thomas, he's one of the hosts of the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks here on the Hockey Podcast Network. He did a live watch-along last night of the Ducks-Devils game. Good to see you, Nate. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. Wait, we have Neil today. Where is Nate? Looking good, bud. Thank you so much, Nate. Appreciate it, man. Not the greatest reason to be dressed up this way, but nonetheless, thank you so much for the compliment, man. Soul the Great says, yes, let's go. Darn, 1-0 Leafs go Sabres. Anaheim Ducks legend Andre Kasha. How long has Kasha been in the league now? Like, I feel like he's still a relatively young player, is he not? Then Soul says, what the heck? Vegas Golden Knights punching the air right now. I know. They're watching Krebs. They just see him scoring and they go, damn, man, damn. Soul Sister says, let's go 1-1. So a lot of emotions up and down there in the chat. Like I said before, Jack was so petty. He was super petty after losing that game and getting booed as much as he did. It's an opportunity for the Leafs by Jason Spezza. It's blocked by the Sabres and they'll dump it out. So Andre Kasha scored 40 seconds into the first. It's now Austin Matthews with a shot. He scores! Austin Matthews, who got denied just moments ago by Anderson, takes a shot that hit Anderson and then trickled past him. So it was a squeaker, but it got past Anderson nonetheless. And we're not even 3 minutes into the second period, and we have our third goal of the period. The Leafs retake the lead on a goal by the Hart Trophy favorite, Austin Matthews. That was a weak one. Anderson's got to have that one back. And then he saw Matthews. After he scored, he just put his arms up like this, like, are you not entertained? Not entertained by the weak goal there, but Austin Matthews, you felt like it was only a matter of time before he scored. And Mustache Boy gets himself a goal, and the Leafs retake the lead 2-1. What's going on, Nathan Potter? Thank you so much, man, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Nate, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. He says, where can I watch the game for free? Glad you asked, Nate. Give me a second. So, Nate, if you're in the United States, you can watch this game on TNT. In Canada, I believe it's on Sportsnet and or TSN. NHL 66 online as well as Stream East. You can get streams for this game, man. Nate says, show your screen now. I've said this before. Unfortunately, if I do show the game here, YouTube will shut us down and, the stream will end. And, we don't want that. As a backhand try by Skinner is stopped by Mrazek. But I try to give you guys the play-by-play as best as possible. And again, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us here doing these live watch-alongs. Nate says, Kasha's been in the league since 2016, played 53 games to start his career, played for the Ducks until the 2020 deadline. All right, so he's only been a Leaf for a short period of time. Interesting. There's now a backhand try there by 71 of the Sabres, gets blocked to the side. Leafs turned around this year at the start. They were terrible. They did. They have turned it around. Soul is happy, not Soul Sisters. Why do all the players on the Leafs have a mustache? I don't know. Maybe they just think it's cool. Nate says it's on Sportsnet for Canada. Thank you so much for letting me for clearing that up, Nate. Really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. Andrew says, yes, let's go. So yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot here in the second period. 15:24 to go in the second period. The Leafs struck first 40 seconds in on a goal by Andre Kasha. And then about 30 some odd seconds after that, Peyton Krebs tied it up for getting the goal for Buffalo. And then about a minute and a half after that, Austin Matthews coming down the right side scored to regain the lead for the Maple Leafs. And that's where we are right now, with the score being 2-1 Toronto. Soul says they don't. Marner does not. Yeah, I think Marner has more like peach fuzz really than like a full-on mustache. But Austin Matthews definitely sporting it. Some other guys on this team are as well. I know Bunting was supporting one earlier this year. So there's there's kind of that. But it does feel like almost all of their team has a mustache. Maybe that, but they'll certainly probably have one once they get in the playoffs, if indeed they make a long run, unless they once again choke in the first round. Nate says, may have missed your thoughts earlier, but as a Jersey guy, Nate, we all know you're a Jersey guy. I got to ask, which of these kits is the best looking between Buffalo and Toronto in your opinion? I would say probably the Sabres, because I said this before, Nate, that I feel like the Sabres uniform is just their home uniform for the, to pair it with the Winter Classic uniform that they had back in 2018 against the Rangers. The Leafs one looks better in person than it looked like when I first saw it being revealed. It looks kind of basic, but then again, that's the point of it, because it looked that way back in when they actually had these uniforms. You see the white tee in the middle for the Maple Leafs, but then the arenas is, covered in the same color as the jersey itself. So it's kind of interesting. But it still looks pretty good. But I think if I had to choose a winner for this one, Nate, I would choose the Sabres. Says we're getting a penalty here against John Hayden of the Sabres. So the Leafs will get their second power play of the game. And now an opportunity to see if they could double the lead is Morgan Riley with the puck right now. Riley holds, gets over the Matthews, gets in the Nylander. He takes a shot. That one is stopped by Anderson. Sabres try to clear it out, and they do. And who grows a better stash? You or Matthews? It's me all the way. You see this, guys? It's me. My mustache is 10 times better than Austin Matthews, all right? That's the one thing I know I'm better at than Austin Matthews. I can grow a mustache better than he can. 100%, Nate. It's not even a question. It's a backhand try by Marner. Just goes over the glove of Anderson. The name of the Maple Leafs media is Jake Varco. I've never heard of that guy. As a scramble in front of the crease there, but Anderson's able to get there and get a cover. So we get a face-off in the Sabres zone. 13:20 to go in the second period. 1:14 to go on the power play for the Leafs. They are currently leading it 2-1. Soul says, I love your videos, bro. Thank you so much, Soul. Appreciate it, man. Make sure to continue to like our streams and subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. But seriously, why do all the players on the Leafs have a mustache? I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing. Maybe they started growing it when they started to play better hockey earlier this year. And so maybe they just didn't feel like shaving it. As now Mikheyev takes a shot that doesn't even get to the net. Soul says, don't know. They also look like they're all from the 80s. So they got what? The 80s porn star look? Is that kind of the way that we're looking at it right now? I guess I could see it. I guess I could see that look. As now the Leafs have the puck. 38, Sandin gets it over. Spezza now to Mikheyev. Mikheyev with a shot, and that one is stopped by Anderson. Sabres just trying to get out of the zone right now. Number 8 gets it. He fires it down and all the way down into the Leaf zone for a clear, as both teams will change. That's the answer I wanted to hear about the stashes. Dude, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's way better than Austin Matthews. You get a picture of me and then Austin Matthews side by side. My mustache is 10 times better. We like the Bills as well. Awesome. Awesome. Soul says, I liked it. Subscribe. Thank you so much, Soul. Everybody shout out Soul the Great for being a new subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Soul. We appreciate you, man, 100%. Do you do the surveys for Sabres? You can win cool prizes. Download the Sabres app. I don't think I would be able to, Soul Sisters, only because I'm not from the Buffalo area. As now William Nylander with a sharp shot from the right side, and that one is blocked. Sabres try to whack it out of the zone. It's intercepted by Matthews. Austin Matthews on the left side goes behind the net, looking to try to feed it in front. Can't find anybody. Loses the puck, but a good job by Morgan Riley to keep it in. He backhands it around. Power play comes to an end for the Maple Leafs, so they could not cash in. They're 0 for 2, and now Marner with it on the right faceoff circle, gets it over to his defensive partner, fires it around the boards. Morgan Riley backhands it, it gets blocked, comes up in the air. Hayden gets there first for the Sabres, just came out of the penalty box, but the Leafs intercept it again. Takes a wrist shot, and now want to stick the side by Anderson. 78 fires around the boards, gets it back to Austin Matthews. Matthews being pinned behind the boards. Matthews gets it top of the point, gets it 78 with a shot. That one gets blocked. Leafs doing a good job of keeping the puck in the zone right now, but then the Sabres are able to clear it back down, and no icing here. But yeah, I'm from New Jersey, so I think it would be hard for me to do it, but I'll give it a whirl. He likes the Bills. I mean, I don't dislike the Bills. I'm not a fan of the Bills, but, they're cool. As that shot by Hinostroza gets deflected out of play. And so we'll get a timeout here with 11:15 to go. In the second period, we've had not one, not two, but 3 goals within the first 3-4 minutes of this second period. 2-1 Leafs over the Sabres here in this year's NHL Heritage Classic. And we'll step aside for just a moment to get another word from our sponsors. Take a shot, Fagio. So again, a big thank you to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure when you sign up for DraftKings, guys, to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner, THPN. That's how Neil Villapiano sent you. So a little over 11 minutes to go here in the second period of our live watch-along game, the 2022 NHL Heritage Classic between the Sabres and the Leafs. The Leafs scored 40 seconds into this second period on a goal by Ondrej Kase. About 30-plus seconds after that, Peyton Krebs scored on a one-timer for Buffalo to tie the game up. And then about a minute and a half after that, Austin Matthews was able to get the Leafs the lead back, scoring to make it 2-1. And that is currently where we are right now. Got some more comments here. Andrew welcoming Soul the Great. Love it. Soul Sister says, dude, the Leafs look like that guy from Despicable Me 3. I could see that. I could see it. Soul says, thank you to Andrew. Love it. Love it here as the Leafs now try to get it out of their zone. Sabres keep it in for a moment. But now Kemp takes it away for the Leafs at center ice. And then he'll backhand it into the Sabres zone. Leafs trying to keep it in, but it's intercepted by Middlestat. Casey Middlestat gets it over defensive partner, Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin fires around the boards to 78 of Buffalo. 78, then backhands it over to Middlestat. Loses the puck, intercepted by Engvall. Now Kemp has it, but he loses it. Then a backhand pass over to Kyle Okposo. Okposo trying to get there first. He cannot. Pierre Engvall gets there instead for Toronto. Intercepted by Buffalo. That one is stopped by the glove of Mrazek from far away. And now the Leafs come the other way. Engvall wraps it around the boards. Intercepted by Jeff Skinner of Buffalo. He forehands it out of the zone, but then the Leafs take it right back and dump it back in. Leafs try to get there first. William Nylander now gets it over. Nylander again behind the net. Nylander being pinned by 2 Sabres players right now. Sabres have the momentum and they get it. Now Tuck slowly backhands it, but it's kept in for a moment by Toronto. A couple players slip and fall, and now here comes Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner waits, tried to take a shot, lost the puck. Liljegren now gets it for Toronto, helped out by Nylander, and then Nylander just dumps it in. Toronto gets it. Nice feed opportunity there for Kase, but he couldn't get enough of it. He was all alone with a chance to score his second of the game, but he couldn't control the puck enough. Soul says, I think I grew up liking the Leafs my whole life. Soul, I appreciate the wanting to be a fan of a team long term and being a fan your whole life. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I respect it 100%. As now the Sabres right now having a little bit of trouble controlling it, and now Tage Thompson tried to get it over. He gets Hinostroza with a step, tried to feed it, deflected off a Leaf player and in! Oh my goodness, what a freaky goal! Hinostroza on the right side. He just tried to make a pass to feed it in front. It hits off of Engvall, pops up in the air, and goes in. Holy moly, what a weird goal. Watch it again as it hits off of, TJ Brody. It hits off his right skate. Mrazek has no chance to get to it, and it goes in. Only in these outdoor games do we get weird goals, and that was a weird goal. As Brody, you can't even get mad at him. It's just a bad, situation there, bad luck. But Hinostroza is going to get the goal. And on a freak goal, nonetheless, with 9 minutes to go in the second, the Sabres have tied the game up at 2. So after a very competitive, no-scoring first period, we've had 4 goals in 11 minutes here in this second period. Wow. Soul says, no, what the heck? Guys, what's 6 inches long and vibrates? Oh, God. Jesus. Okay, bye, y'all. I'm watching the game. No worries, Soul Sisters. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream, Soul Sisters, and subscribe while you're here. It really does help out the channel, and I'd appreciate it 100% if you could do that before you go. As now the Leafs come into the zone, it's Kerfoot. Alex Kerfoot gets hit and loses the puck for a moment. As now the Sabres take it away. Both teams kind of fighting for it, and then it goes back down into the Leafs zone, and then they'll slap it back into the Sabres zone. And now Hayden will dump it in. It'll go right to Mrazek. Mrazek will wisely decide to cover it here. And so we'll get a face-off here. 8 minutes exactly to go in the second period as Hinostroza scored a weird goal that hit off the right skate of TJ Brody and in. And that is the most recent goal as it tied the game up at 2. This has been a good one, guys. This has been a good one. By the way, Hamilton is called Canada's Steel City. It's also called the Hammer. It's the Steel City of the world. So Steel City of Canada, excuse me. So I look at it this way. If you're from the United States and you know how Pittsburgh is the Steel City, think of Pittsburgh as, think of Hamilton as the Pittsburgh of Canada with regards to steel, if that makes sense. But going to stoppage of play here. 8 minutes again here to go in this second period. 2-2 is our score between the Leafs and Sabres. And we'll step aside for another moment to get another word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook. So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here, the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, guys, as I always say, make sure to use our promo code THPN and tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. So we got exactly 8 minutes to go here in the second period of this year's Heritage Classic. 2-2 is our score right now between the Sabres and Leafs. Again, the most recent goal was by Hinostroza, who just shot the puck. Well, he tried to make a pass in front. It deflected off of TJ Brody's stick and in. It was a fluky goal, but a goal nonetheless. And that was the most recent one that tied this game up at 2. Andrew saying no, he's not happy the Sabres tied it, as that shot by Toronto just goes wide. Soul the Great says, go Leafs, you could take the lead. They've already done it twice. So let's see if they can regain the lead for a third time and make it 3-2, as it's shots are 20-19 in favor of the Leafs. So like I said, it's been a pretty even game. It's been a pretty even game for the most part. Nathan Levi's in the chat. Thank you so much for the comment, Nathan. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream as well. Subscribe if you haven't already, Nathan. Helps out the channel tremendously. And let me know if you do indeed subscribe so I could shout you out here on the stream. As now Tavares comes in with a shot and that one hits the glass. He says, yes, I'm a fan of the Leafs. Love your support for the Toronto Maple Leafs, my friend. Love having another Leafs fan in the chat. Thank you so much, Nathan, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Soul the Great says, show your screen, please. Again, I wish I could show you guys the game as we're watching it, but unfortunately, because of copyright and everything like that, YouTube would immediately shut us down, and that would be the end of this stream. But again, if you do want to watch the game along with us, it's on TNT in the United States, Sportsnet in Canada. You could also go to NHL 66 as well as Stream East to get a stream as well, so you guys could watch along with us. But again, while you're here, leave a like on this stream as well as subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. I do my best to give you guys the play-by-play as this game goes along, and I hope you guys appreciate that, with the abilities that I could give you guys, with the thing I can give you. So face-off is in the Buffalo zone. 6:24 to go in the second period. Still 2-2 here. Face-off is won cleanly by Toronto. It's Morgan Rielly with the puck. Rielly loses it. Now the Leafs regain it. Michael Bunting gets it top of the point. Defenseman takes a shot. That one gets blocked. But now Bunting regains it on the right faceoff circle. Bunting, nice moves. Tried to do something behind the net, but it was broken up by Buffalo. And then Kyle Oposo, the longtime New York Islander, he's actually now a longtime Buffalo Sabre. So it's kind of the longtime NHL winger Kyle Oposo dumps the puck into the zone. And now the Leafs look to come the other way. As now Rielly with it. Rielly takes a shot, and that one just goes right into the glove of Anderson, and he'll cover it. So we get a face-off here, 5:47 to go in the second period. Still 2-2 here between the Sabres and Leafs here in this Heritage Classic. Nathan said, I already saw that comment. We have a new subscriber in the chat. It's Nathan Levi. He says, I just subscribed and liked. Thank you so much, Nathan, for doing that, man. We appreciate it. Everybody welcome Nathan Levi, the newest subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much, Nathan. We appreciate it. New live watch-alongs of NHL and hockey games in general every single day here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. So we got ourselves, I guess you'd say a slow-paced end to this period as we're having our third commercial break in the last 5 minutes. So this is kind of a weird situation. I guess people really got to make the money. But I guess I'll do the same and make some money myself as we'll get another quick word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook. So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure when you guys sign up for DraftKings, as always, to use our promo code THPN. Tell Neil Villapiano sent you. So we got 5:40 and ticking to go here in the second period. Both teams adding 2 goals in this second period. And as a result, we are at our current score of 2-2. So now the Leafs come back into the zone. They try to feed it over into the slot, but it's broken up. The temperature actually rose, if you can believe that. It was 27 when this game started. It's now at 29 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think that's kind of funny that as the evening goes along, well, now at late afternoon, early evening, it somehow has gotten warmer. I cannot, and especially when you're in Canada, I don't understand how that could be the case. But it is what it is. We get offsides here against the Leafs with 5:02 remaining in the second period here. So What do you guys think so far? What do you guys think of this game? Let me know in the comments section. What do you think is going to happen the rest of the way? Who's going to come out on top? Let me know all that, guys. And, I'll share it here on the screen. Soul the Great says, everyone subscribe or else, ... All right, well, we're not making threats here, but we do appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. It really means a lot to us. And also, guys, you don't have to, but it's always appreciated. If you do want to donate, you can as well. It'll come up on the screen right away, and I'll share it on the stream. And all donations go back to the host like myself. All of it is 100% appreciated, guys. So thank you. Thank you in advance. The shot there by Toronto gets blocked and goes wide of the net. Lauren's back in the chat. My Ducks play the Islanders tonight. I hope we don't lose to them again. It's going to be a tough one. Faggio will tell you firsthand that it was tough on Friday when the Jets lost to the Ducks. But hopefully the Ducks can bounce back after losing 2-1 last night to the Devils in a shootout. As Mikheyev with a shot for the Leafs gets sticked aside by Anderson. What's going on, Lee? Good to see you as always, my friend. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon, early evening. It says, what up from Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada. Awesome, man. Lee, while you're here, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Really does help out the channel. Soul says, sorry if I got too mean. No worries, man. No worries. We all try to find ways to promote ourselves and things in our own special way, man. So you're fine. As now Michael Bunting backhands it around the boards. 3:48 to go in the second period. It's Austin Matthews with a turnaround shot that gets blocked. Leafs keeping it in. Another kind of circling the puck right now. Is a one-time shot there by Michael Bunting. Goes wide of the net. And now the Sabres will calmly get it out. Nice feed over there. Potential 2-on-1. Takes a shot, and that one just goes high and wide of the net. And the puck rolls all the way back down to Austin Matthews. It comes in with speed. And a good save there by Anderson. Oh, fast pace here all of a sudden. Back both teams with a great chance. Sabres had nearly a 2-on-1. They took a shot that went high and wide of the net, and the puck went all the way around and back down to Austin Matthews. And Matthews got a good shot there, but a better save as a shot there in the slot is stopped by Mrazek. So a good chance there by Buffalo with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Game still tied at 2. Now the Sabres come in. Dylan Cousins takes a shot that gets blocked. Leafs are the first to get there, and they'll just chip it out of the zone and look to go the other way. They'll have to settle it down as 46 gets it over to John Tavares, but unfortunately, it deflected off of his stick and in to the Leafs bench. So we get a face-off here. 2:41 now remaining in the second period. They show a replay of the Austin Matthews chance. He tried to go top shelf, but Anderson was able to get there with enough of his stick pad to make that save. I think if Anderson had reacted a second earlier, I think Matthews ends up scoring there because Anderson was going down in the butterfly position. And as he was going down, he was able to get a pad on it. As now Mrazek plays the puck behind his own net, gets over to Hall. Hall now feeds it over to Kerfoot, and Kerfoot will dump it into the zone. Sabres are the first to get to it, but it's intercepted by Wayne Simmons. Simmons gets it over to Sandin, now over to Hall. Now Jason Spencer with a shot that gets deflected just wide of the net. Sandin keeps it in for the Leafs. Now over to Simmons. Each team has 2 players behind the net. Puck comes out in front of the slot, but it's broken up by Buffalo, and now the Sabres will come the other way. Dylan Cousins holds, looking for a trailer, gets it. One-time shot there by number 8 of Buffalo, but it goes wide of the net, and now here come the Leafs the other way. Spezza holds, waits for reinforcements, gets it over to Morgan Riley with a shot that goes, probably went wide or was deflected, but it goes out of play. So the faceoff will be in the Sabres zone with 1:49 to go in the second period. Game still tied at 2 here. Soul the Great says, the Canadians are so bad even though they made it to the finals last year. It is really crazy to see how the Canadians went all the way to the Cup final last year, and this year they're in danger of finishing in dead last in the NHL. One of the craziest, I don't know if you call it turnarounds, but just one-year flips I think we've ever seen in the NHL. As now Morgan Riley with the puck feeds it over to Marner with a shot, and that one is sticked and saved by Anderson. And then the Sabres able to dump it out. But now here comes Tage Thompson, who gets hooked by Pierre Engvall, and the ref puts his arm up, and we got a penalty here against the Leafs. So with 1:25 to go in the second and the game tied at 2, the Sabres will get their first chance on the power play as it's Lyubushkin, number 46 of the Leafs is Lyubushkin. He's the one that ends up going to the sin bin, the penalty box for the Leafs. He's going to get called for a hooking, as otherwise Tage Thompson would have had a partial breakaway there to maybe score. So the Sabres, who got the most recent goal to tie the game, now have a chance here on the power play to see if they can get their first lead of the afternoon. Lee says, don't cheer for either team, Oilers fan, but I do have Tavares on my pool. Hey, not a bad person to have here. He's had a quiet game, but wouldn't be surprised if he ended up getting a point when it's all said and done, as now Dahlin gets there for the Sabres, wraps it around the boards, and it comes actually to Toronto, and they're able to fire it all the way down and into the Sabre zone. Dahlin backhands it around, gets over to Peyton Krebs, now to Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson with it now at center ice. Gave it over to the left side. Sabres stay on sides for the moment, but now TJ Brody gets it. He's got a lot of time, gets it over his defensive partner, and the Leafs are able to kill some clock and dump it into the Sabre zone. 40 seconds to go in the second period. 1:14 to go on the Sabres power play here. Game tied at 2. Puck comes out of the zone again, and so the Sabres will have to regroup. Dahlin with it. Slowly makes his way at center ice. And that puck is intercepted here. Can the Leafs create something? They have somewhat of a chance, but Mikheyev couldn't control it enough. 71 chips it to the left side, gets it over to Jeff Skinner. 13 seconds to go in the second. Maybe one last chance for the Sabres, but that pass is broken up by Toronto, and Toronto will backhand it in. Could they create a chance? It's a potential 2-on-1. Feed in front, and that one is stopped by Anderson, and that will do it for the second period, as Mitch Marner got a nice feed from Morgan Riley. He did have a guy draped on him, but he was still able to get somewhat of a shot on there, as we'll see again from the overhead camera. Morgan Riley got there, Marner streaked it to the net, and he was able to get enough of the puck to get it on his stick, but Anderson made the good save there to deny Marner of a late shorthanded goal. But that is going to do it for the second period of play here in our game between the Sabres and the Leafs here in this year's Heritage Classic. All tied up at 2. Both teams able to get some goals. Freak ones, to say the least. Both teams with a weak/soft goal, but a goal nonetheless. And after 40 minutes of play, we are still locked. So we are even now at 2 goals apiece. And before we continue, we will step aside for just a moment to get another word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We pick one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring. 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
So as always, a big thank you and shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure as always to use our promo code, which you can see right here in the bottom right corner, THPN. Tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. So welcome to the second intermission report of our game here today, the 2022 NHL Heritage Classic between the Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We had a lot of goal scoring in that second period. It was no score after the first, but then each team got themselves a pair of goals in the second, and we're still tied here, but now we've gotten some goals. Andre Kasha, Austin Matthews are the goal scorers for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm losing my mind here because my old man is right there and I got distracted for a second. So the two goal scorers for the Maple Leafs are Andre Kasha and Austin Matthews. Peyton Krebs and Vinny Hinostroza are the goal scorers for the Sabres. And that is where we are after 40 minutes of play. So the Great says, I love you. Thank you so much, man. Love every single one of you guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us here today. Do you know any Islander fans, Lauren? Nixon. Lauren asked, yes, actually, here, guys, both my brother and my dad are sitting right here. Hold on a second. What's up?
We're watching the game. Got your water.
Could you guys sit over there or something? Because you're distracting the hell out of me.
Sorry, it's intermission.
And you're talking while I'm trying to interact. You're fine. Sorry about that, guys. They wanted to watch the game along with me, but they keep talking over me, which I'm trying to talk to you guys. So I do apologize for that. We do have some Islander fans, Lauren, in this chat. So if you keep out, we do have Islander fans that come in here all of the time. So make sure that you stick around because there are Islander fans in here 100%. Quinn is back. Good to see you, Quinn, again. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really, really do appreciate it, my friend. Soul the Great says, I'm going to go play hockey. Bye, Neil. No worries, Soul the Great. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. We'll see you back either later during this live watch along or we'll see you in the next one, man. Either way, thank you so much, man, for hanging out with us. We really, really do appreciate it. So, again, this has been I would say it's been a pretty good game so far. I mean, just, to say the least, obviously, because you look at the first period, back and forth, each team created some really, really good opportunities, just couldn't find the net, and then you just couldn't find the back of the net. And then you go into the second period, Andre Kasha starts it off right away, 40 seconds in, bam, 1-0 Toronto. And then, not even a minute later, Sabres create a chance coming the other way. Payne Krebs gets a perfect pass and just beats Mrazek glove side on the one-timer to tie it up. And then about a minute and change later, Austin Matthews gets the puck on the right side. He takes a wrist shot, which honestly looked like a simple wrist shot. Anderson got a piece of the puck, but not all of it, and it trickled past him and in. That made it 2-1. And then late in the period, Hinostroza for the Sabres came down the right side. He was just kind of looking to try to feed it in front to see if he could find somebody, and it ended up deflecting off of TJ Brody's right skate and into the back of the net. Not going to really blame anybody really for that one because it's a bad break nonetheless, but a good break if you're the Sabres. And so that is how the goals happened in that second period. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the final 20 minutes. Who's going to win? Who might get the big time goal? This, that, and the other thing. Would really love to interact with you guys a little bit more and let me know what your guys' thoughts are of this game so far. Quinn says, there goes my prediction, 3-1. Not bad. I mean, if the game ends 3-2, then I will say, I'll give you, you know what? You were not that far off. I know that my good friend Danelle Weaver, who's been in the chat before, when I did a live watch along of the Islanders Jets game on Friday. He predicted a 5-2 prediction or 5-1, if I remember correctly. He predicted a 5-1 prediction that the Islanders would win, and the Islanders actually ended up winning 5-2. So he was pretty close. So, you're still not really that far off, except the fact that both teams have gotten 2 goals in this one so far. Soul is back in the chat. He says, never mind, it's too cold. You know what, man? Not everybody can deal with the cold, and even if it's incredibly cold. So, it's all good, man. It's all good. But like I said before, so we really do appreciate you hanging out with us today, man. It really, really does mean a lot. So that's where we are right now after 40 minutes of play. And, I think the way I look at it is that, especially with these outdoors games, there's always going to be, these, I don't want to say random, because I feel like that's being disrespectful to players. I would say this, it's always the players that you least expect that are going to end up being the ones that come through. So when you think about Andre Kasha, maybe didn't expect to score today. You look at Peyton Krebs. He's one of their top prospects, but still, you think of a guy like maybe an Alex Tuck that scores. But maybe Peyton Krebs, considering from Buffalo's perspective, maybe he is considered to be more of a likely candidate to score, potentially. I don't know. And then you look at Hinostroza. I think for most NHL fans, maybe nobody's heard of Hinostroza. So that's kind of random. But Austin Matthews, I think a lot of people would definitely say, yeah, he would score in this game. And it was, like I said before, it was somewhat of a weak goal, but it was a good goal nonetheless. It was a goal nonetheless, is what I'm trying to say. And so that's the way that I look at it. But it was a good one. And so I also look at it this way. Other than obviously, you look at the goaltending in this game. Obviously, Anderson would like that Austin Matthews goal back. But then you look at Mrazek's case, he would have loved to have been able to know that shot was going to end up being basically, I guess you'd say this, basically either, just he'd be able to expect it and be able to make the save, but he didn't know it was going to hit off the skate and go in. That was, so obviously that was a tough break for him. But both these goaltenders have had a situation where it was tough. So that's kind of the unfortunate way that we look at it. But nonetheless, it was definitely it was a good period. It was a weird period. All in all, just solid brand of hockey. And I think this game's definitely going to be going down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. I fully expect it to be a game that goes down to the wire. I don't, we've seen in years past with outdoor games that they end up being blowouts usually, but this is one of the few times where we're actually getting a good game, and that's what makes me really excited about this second period, about this third period, excuse me. But Saul the Great says, since I live in Canada right now, it's a big blizzard. Oh boy. Well, I hope that you are staying warm. I hope you are staying safe as well, Saul the Great. And we appreciate you hanging out with us today during this live watch along and interacting with us, man. Really, really do appreciate it 100%. Quen says, I think it'll go to OT. I think that there's definitely the possibility for that. We've had a couple of outdoor games that needed overtime and a shootout to decide it. So yeah, I think that there's definitely the possibility. I think there's definitely the possibility it could go to overtime. Do I think we'll get another free goal? Knowing how these outdoor games go, generally, I think that we're in for another weird goal or two, but obviously it remains to be seen. Soul the Great says, I'm in the house where the heater is cranked up. Love it, man. Absolutely love it. I will say this. Yesterday here, we had like a snow blizzard. We had like not like a blizzard, but we had like this really, really like difficult winter weather storm type thing where it started with rain, then it became snow, then it became like hail, then it became a snow again, and then it ended up turning to ice, to black ice. It was a really crazy day, and it went down to freezing. It went down to like 20 degrees, and there was strong winds. It was a weird day. And then you come to today, and obviously right now, as I'm talking to you guys, it's gotten kind of cloudy again, looking like it might snow again. It was actually like really sunny and really nice throughout most of the day. So it's kind of weird how that weather works. But I'm glad, So the Great, that you're in your house like I am in my house, staying warm and enjoying this great hockey game that we got going on here. And like I said before, it really has been a good game. And again, if you guys are enjoying this live watch along, make sure to leave a like on the stream, subscribe, and punch notification bells so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. We do live watch alongs of every team in the National Hockey League, and it's absolute. We have so much fun doing it. We also cover international games like we did the Olympics a few months back. We're going to be doing so much more as the season progresses with the playoffs, World Juniors returning. It's so much more. So like and subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel if you are a diehard hockey fan, because the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel is the place for all of the diehard hockey fans. So the Great says, drinking hot chocolate. Excellent. Excellent, my friend. Lauren says, I usually don't tune into live streams from Isles Girl 3. That is actually one of my closest friends, Kim Moisa. But because my Ducks lost the Islanders, I had to. If we lose to them again tonight, I will rip Dallas Eakins apart in her next live stream. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you I wouldn't blame you if you did it either, honestly. So honestly, Lauren, and Lauren, make sure that you tell her that Neil says hi, Neil Villapiano, because I'm her favorite Devils fan. We've been friends for many, many years now. We actually met at a Devils Islanders game in New Jersey. She's a really good friend of mine, huge supporter of mine. I'm a massive supporter of her. We love interacting with each other about hockey, about our teams, especially always about which team's special teams is worse. But she's great. She's absolutely great. Make sure you guys go check her out, Isles Girl 3. You can also type her in on YouTube and check out her podcast as well. Quinn says, Alberta weather flip-flops a lot. That's what I've heard. It's kind of weird like that. You know, some places you get just like really weird weather that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you kind of just shrug your shoulders and say, it is what it is. But before we get back to the action here, a couple minutes away, we're going to get another word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We picked one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring. 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
So again, a big thank you and shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure again, guys, when you sign up for DraftKings to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner here, THPN. Tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. So we are just about a minute or so away from the start of the third period of this Heritage Classic game between the Buffalo Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs. It has been a good one so far. Both teams with 2 goals in each of those periods, and they were able to have a lot of success. And so it should be an exciting third period of action here with it still snowing and everything like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So now we're going to see here. I'm going to be the next Gretzky. God bless you, man. I hope that ends up being the case, my friend. Who do you think will win tonight? Avs, Flames, or Avs? I will say Flames in an upset. That will be my prediction. I do. She made my night. She was on here since then. I like you guys very much. And we like you as well, Andrew, 100%. So why... What is going on, DJ Arsenault? Thank you so much for the comment, man. Appreciate it 100%. While you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It really, really does help out the channel 100%. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate that. But no, this really should be a lot of fun. This should be a really, really good third period. So we'll see what both teams have in store for us in this final 20 minutes of action. I think that there's the chance that like I said before, I think there's a chance that it's going to end up being a freaky goal. I mean, we've already seen that, but I think we're going to end up seeing another freaky goal when this game is all said and done. It would kind of be weird if that ended up being the reason that one of these teams wins, but as they always say, that's hockey for you. That is absolutely hockey. DJ says, I'm watching the game here now. Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. We really do appreciate it. And again, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It really, really does help out the channel 100%. Lauren says, this will be my last comment I say in this live stream. Later on, my Ducks will play the Islanders, and we better beat them tonight. All right, Lauren. Absolutely. Well, again, as always, Lauren, thank you so much for hanging out with us, supporting us. We really, really do appreciate it. And before you go, Lauren, as you always do, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Would really appreciate that. But DJ says, thanks, Doc. No worries, man. No worries. But again, if you can, like and subscribe. Really, really does help out the channel as well. And if you also feel like donating, you don't have to. But if you do, that also is very much appreciated. So the ref is at center ice. So are the players. The puck has been dropped. And we are underway here in the third period of this Heritage Classic between the Sabres and the Maple Leafs. So both teams got themselves 2 goals each in that second. So we'll see what both of these teams have going on for us in this final 20 minutes. DJ says, this guy is the big screen. Thank you so much, DJ, for saying that. I don't know if that was a compliment or something like that, but either way, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. He says, thanks, Doc. No worries, man. I'm going to got friends over here. No worries, Andrew. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as Matthews feeds it over to Kemp, and that one is broken up. Now gets it back to Marner, but it's broken up. Leafs have it right now. Morgan Riley tries to deflect it over to John Tavares, and that one just popped up in the air, but no problem there for Anderson. But thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Lauren, for hanging out with us, guys. We really do appreciate it, and we will see you in the next live watch-along 100% as we get an icing here against the Sabres exactly 1 minute into this third period. So the Leafs right away looking to try to create something as Tavares actually was able to get enough of it where he tipped it up in the air and it hit I want to say it hit the mask of Anderson. Either way, he was able to make the save. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you, buddy, as always. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. Eric, while you're here, leave a like on the stream. Really, really does help out the channel, man. But hope you're doing well on this Sunday, late afternoon, early evening, man. But it's great to see, man. Hopefully your Sunday's going well. And thank you for hanging out with us today. Let's get another stoppage of player, 18:39 to go in the third period. Again, still 2-2 here in this year's Heritage Classic between the Buffalo Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs, live from Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, the home of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who are playing in the Canadian Football League. Soul the Great says, if Leafs lose this, I don't even know. It will be a tough one since they lost 5-1 earlier this year to the Sabres. It would be tough to lose multiple games to this Sabres team. Eric says, who do you want to win this game? I said this before the game started because I'm just like a fan of chaos and always going for the underdog unless my team's involved. I want the Buffalo Sabres to win. I'm sorry for the Leafs fans in here, but I want the Sabres to win for just pure chaos. James, another one of our Jameses in the chat says, go Buffalo, baby. Again, thank you so much for the comment, James. If you haven't already, James, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Would appreciate it, man. We're trying to get this live watch along to be the most viewed watch along we've ever had here. We had the gold medal, the men's gold medal, Olympic gold medal game, in the Olympics, that reached 17,000. We're trying to reach over that here in this one as we're getting a penalty here against Liljegren of the Leafs. Not even 2 minutes into the third period. So the Sabres will have their second chance on the power play here. They're 0 for 1, but a great chance here to try to get the early lead in this third period. And it would be their first lead of the night if they do. I love the Leafs, but I don't like Justin Holl. I have heard that he could be a guy that could be on the move for the Leafs if they decide to get somebody else. DJ says big screen. I think I know what you're asking, DJ, and I'll say this again because I've said it before. Unfortunately, because of copyright issues, I can't show you the game itself because otherwise YouTube will kick us off, and they will and that will be the end of the stream, and we unfortunately get demonetized. It's a short-handed try by Toronto is stopped by Anderson. Good job to kind of control it, and now they'll fire it back down into their own zone and allow more time to kill. James says, hit that like button, baby. Yes, power play, Buffalo. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate it. DJ says, are you on Facebook, sir? I am not. I am not on Facebook, but I do have a Twitter and Instagram, and those are and I'll mention all of that, DJ, at the end of the live watch along. So stay tuned for that. DJ says you are the big screen, bro. I appreciate that comment, DJ. I really do appreciate if that's a comment. I really, really do appreciate you saying that, man. As now the Sabres will slowly make their way behind their own net. 30 seconds to go on the power play here. As now Buffalo looks to set up. Oposo gets it over to number 10. That pass is broken up. And now the Leafs again will be able to kill clock and actually take it into the offensive zone. As Engvall will just wrap it around the boards. Toronto gets there first. DJ says, no worries. Okay, what Twitter? Okay. Yeah, I'm on Twitter at THENVPSHOW as a gorgeous glove save by Peter Mrazek on Casey Middlestat as he denies Middlestat of giving the Sabres the lead. Is good job on the forecheck, gets it over to Middlestat. He tried to go top shelf, but Mrazek flashes the leather, does the whole circle motion, and makes the big-time save. Both goaltenders have made a save like that in this one. Great one nonetheless to deny the Sabres. As Mrazek has stopped 21 of 23 shots that he has faced in this one today. Thanks for your service, sir. You are the best on the big screen. Thank you so much, DJ, for the compliment, man. I appreciate it. And DJ, again, man, if you haven't already, and let me know if you did, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And also, if you do feel like donating, you don't have to, but if you want to donate some money to the hosts like myself, you could do that. I would appreciate that as well. DJ buzzing. He is certainly buzzing. Danelle says, who tied the game for the Sabres? It was Henestroza, Danelle, that ended up tying the game for the Sabres back late in the second period. I just added your Twitter. Thank you so much. After the stream tonight, after the stream is over in DJ, I'll catch up on my social and I'll follow you back, man. No worries. Eric says, why is the goaltender named Peter with no O? Well, I think he's, what nationality is Peter Mrazek? Peter Mrazek, just out of curiosity. Peter Mrazek is Czech, and I think that's just how they say it, how they spell it in the Czech Republic. Peter with P-E-T-R. Just kind of a unique way to say Peter, Eric. So that's kind of interesting. It's a shot there by Thompson is stopped. Almost an opportunity after that, but it was kicked aside. Power play is over for Buffalo. They did not score. 5 minutes into this third period, game still tied at 2. Quinn says Campbell injured. He is injured. He's going to be out for some time, which may make it more of an emergency thing for the Leafs to go after a goaltender, moving forward. But maybe if Mrazek can continue to play strong, maybe then they'll just try to weather the storm with Mrazek. What's going on, Beast Ninja? Good to see you, buddy. As always, hope you're doing well today on this Sunday afternoon, early evening. Beast Ninja, while you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. What is going on? Cadence Houston, thank you so much for the comment, my friend. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Today is a shot there by the Sabres, and they score! And the Sabres have taken their first lead of the afternoon as it's Hinostroza again. He gets his second of the game. And with 14:44 to go in the third, the Sabres have gotten their first lead of the night. It's 3-2. So we'll see a replay here. Sabres just controlling it. Hinostroza just threw it from a sharp angle. And it hit. Let's see what happens as it went under the arm of Mrazek and in. A bad goal to give up if you're Peter Mrazek. Again, told you it was going to be a weird one. And we got that weird one as Hinostroza gets himself his second of the game, and the Sabres have their first lead of the day. But going back to Cadence, can you show us the game? I've said it before, but Cadence, since you're new, I'll let you know. Because of YouTube and its copyright and all that stuff, if I show you the game, we'll immediately get shut down. It'll get demonetized, and we don't want that. So what we do here is that we interact with you guys. We watch the game together. I give you guys play-by-play like I just did, and I do the best that I can. But Cadence, if you still like everything, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It really, really does help out the channel. It really does, and we'd appreciate it. Peter Pumpkin Eater. I like that. Beast Ninja. I like it. Jonathan Garcia says, do you remember Nate Schmidt from the Jets? He used to be a Knight. He did. He did used to be a Knight and then got traded before the start of last season, I believe, Jonathan. Why did we get rid of him? Talking about the Vegas Golden Knights. Because you don't have cap space. That's why. But Jonathan, while you're here, man, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. It really, really does help out the channel. Quinn says, let's go. Cadence, I'm assuming, is cheering for the Maple Leafs. Not happy there. James is pumped up, saying, yes, love Buffalo. Big win, baby. James, what do you got today? Did you put down some money? Let me know. Jonathan also letting you know that you can find a stream for this game on NHL 66 if you don't have it on television, because in the United States, it's on USA. It's on Sportsnet in Canada, and then you can check it out on NHL 66 and Stream East. Those are the places. Those are the 4 best places I would say you could find a stream for this game to watch along with us. They saw back in the Leaf zone, 13:36 to go in the third. Hinostroza just scored a few moments ago to give the Sabres their first lead of the game, his second of the contest. He tied the game and now has given them the lead. Does he get a hat trick in an outdoor game? We shall see. James says, yes, Pools 8 games. Very impressive, James. Hopefully you used DraftKings and you used our promo code THPN. Gwen says, Hinostroza can't be stopped. No, he cannot. He is having himself a hell of a game. Is now Tavares with a shot that gets stopped by Anderson. Sabres backhanded out of the zone here. Player gets knocked down. No penalty called. as now Nylander tried to get it over, intercepted by Buffalo, and they'll dump it back into the zone. Jonathan says, I'm mad we get rid of good character players like Tuck and Schmidt and get big name players like Petro and Eichel. At the end of the day, once you get to that point, Jonathan, when you want to start winning, unless like really interesting circumstances, you end up just trying to overpay for players with the idea that you're trying to win and with the prospect of trying to win. As Tuck with one hand tried to pass it, but it was broken up. Isha's back in the chat. He says, great job, Neil. Thank you so much, Isha. I really appreciate it, man. I really, really do appreciate it 100%. As that shot by Toronto gets blocked to the side. We had our best season with most character on our team. Now we're having our worst season with the most stat sheet players. Sometimes having the best talent doesn't always convert to winning. Chemistry is such a vital, important part, Jonathan, to a team's success, and you're kind of experiencing that right now with this team. Eichel is overrated. I can make a little bit of an argument with that. Isha letting us know we are only 20 subscribers away from 1,300. So guys, continue to like this stream, subscribe, and share it with your friends to get them to subscribe. And let's get to 1,300 subscribers by the end of this stream. So please help us, guys. Every little bit helps. To win the Stanley Cup, you don't have to have the best players. You have to have the right players. Spoken like a true hockey fan, Jonathan. You nailed it right on the head. It's the Eichel effect. Is it though? Is it though? Is an opportunity here for Buffalo with a backhand try on a breakaway. That one is stopped, and we're going to get a penalty here against the Leafs. It's going to be a hooking call against Toronto. So with 11:11 to go in the third period, and the Sabres with their first lead of the game, they'll have a chance on the power play to double it. But we're going to take a break. But the Sabres grab their first lead of the night on the second goal of the game for Hinostroza. And we'll step aside for just a moment to get another word from our sponsors, DraftKings Sportsbook. So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure again, guys, when you sign up for DraftKings to use our promo code THPN. So we got 11:11 to go here in this third period. The Sabres a few minutes ago got themselves their first lead of the game on Vinny Hinostroza's second goal of the contest. And now the Sabres will have a chance to double their lead here as they go to the power play. Let's see here as Jonathan says, Petro is having a terrible season. I almost want to ship him back to St. Louis. Well, you're not going to really have a lot of chances to do that with his big contract. So also says Sabres 3-2. Maybe my prediction will be correct. Well, if nobody else scores in this game, Soul Sisters, you will be 100% correct. Vegas got rid of their sandpaper players like Reeves. That's kind of true. Did the Avalanche captain get hurt? Yeah, Gabriel Landeskog apparently had surgery, and I don't know if he'll be able to return this year, but we shall see. Buffalo with Eichel was a dumpster fire team. Now without Eichel, they seem to be heading in the right direction because they don't have that black cloud around him about, is he going to get traded? Is he not? This, that, and the other thing. He's fine now. Everybody's all good. Well, at least from the Sabres perspective. I wish we still had Ryan Reeves. He was a great teammate and a great enforcer, 100%. Buffalo loses Eichel and Riley, but are doing all right with their young players doing better. Yeah, Buffalo is definitely, now that we know exactly where they're going with everything, I think now that they feel very good about their future. What's going on, Ian? Good to see you, man. Again, I hope you're doing well today. Ian, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It really, really does help out the channel. He says, come on, Leafs. So he wants these Leafs to turn it around here. Now Vegas has Eichel, and they're falling off a cliff. They are certainly in danger of not making the playoffs, that's for sure. As now here come the Leafs shorthanded, gets over to Mikheyev with a shot, and that one's a good save by Anderson there on that shorthanded chance. Halfway through the third period here, they're going to flip sides regardless of the fact that it's still a power play, but a good chance just that the clock expired there, or we got to the 10-minute mark. Mikheyev on a shorthanded chance, he could not cash in, but a good save by Anderson denies the Leafs of tying this game up at 3. Buffalo loses Eichel and Riley, but we're doing with their young players. Yep. Let's see what else here. Soul Sister says, I agree. Eichel was never a team player. He only benefited himself, and it's very petty. I think there could definitely be an argument made for Jack Eichel with regards to that. But you also have to look at the fact that he played in Buffalo, and for Buffalo over these last decade and change, their ownership really has shown that they don't know what they're doing. They constantly are bringing in coaches, this, that, and the other thing. And it's just been a very frustrating time for Buffalo. And, maybe he is that way, and maybe he really is that way, or maybe he got to the point where he was so fed up with it that he really just wanted to get the hell out of there. So it's a tough spot either way, unfortunately. Vegas needs a good backup goalie too if they want to go anywhere in the playoffs. We'll see if they dabble in the goalie market. Soul says, Cy, I don't think they're going to win. No, there's still time. There's still time, Soul the Great. Give it some. You got exactly 10 minutes and you're only down by a goal. Plenty of time with the amount of talent Toronto has. Will, my friend, good to see you again, buddy. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday evening, man. While you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel. It helps me out a whole lot. He says, Jordan Kyrou and Robert Thomas have been awesome this year, talking about his Blues. They have been phenomenal, especially Jordan Kyrou. Flames almost got Eichel, but now no. Yeah, I know. It looked like reportedly that they were going to get him originally, but it ended up not being the case. I'm glad they didn't get him. It would have been interesting to see Eichel on the Flames, but I think they're happy with having Tyler Toffoli. Did Jacob from Arizona get hurt? Jacob Chikrin? I don't know. I don't know if he did he? I didn't see anything about it. I hope he didn't. So you got to keep the faith, man. There's a little bit under 10 minutes to go in this game. Plenty of time. Ville Husso is elite. He has been really good for the Blues. If it wasn't for him, I think the Blues would not be in a playoff position, or at least fighting for one, because Jordan Binnington has had a really disappointing year. Go Sabres. All right. So again, Soul Sister cheering on the Sabres. Where's my sound? As far as I'm concerned, I am doing, I'm clear and and everybody can hear me, but maybe you gotta, turn off your computer and turn it back on, Ian. That would be an advice I could give you. But if anybody else can't hear me, let me know in the chat so I can try to fix that. Danelle's back saying, hey, I had some McDonald's yesterday for lunch at work and had a McFlurry and the M&M one. Haven't had that one for years. I'll get the Oreo one next. Very cool, Danelle. Very cool indeed, my friend. I don't really eat fast food anymore, man, but I hope you enjoyed that very much. Quinn says teapot. All right. I hope the Blues get a defenseman like Josh Manson before the deadline. That would be a solid pickup. Just depends on what they're asking for. Racist Fan Rocks 4, thank you so much for coming on and leaving a comment, man. We appreciate Racist. While you're here, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Really, really does help out the channel, and I'd appreciate it. It says, is the deadline next week? It is indeed next week. So things are going to pick up very quickly over the next couple days with regards to trades. There's going to be a lot of activity going on. Sabres are the real MVPs. They have been playing well after they lost lots of players. They really, and they're slowly starting to build a team, which I think got to be a bit of a fresh air thing for Sabres fans. Danelle says, why did the horn go off at the 10-minute mark? In these outdoor games, I guess because they want to be fair to all the fans sitting everywhere, they switch sides at the 10-minute mark of the third period, so everybody gets a chance to see, goals in their different nets. That's the way that they do that sometimes. Binner has been letting me down for the last 2 seasons. He has not been playing well. The M&M McFlurry is good. That's what I've heard. Ian Krause says, where's my sound? Again, Ian, maybe you got to click the mute and unmute button to see if it works. If not, I would say restart your computer and go from there. James says, Vegas had their chance at 2018-19 to win that cup. Now it's time to retool around Jack Eichel. Well, they're stuck with a lot of those guys long term, so they can't really rebuild. They can only retool, like you said, James. What's going on, Spanky Guitars? Thank you so much for the comment, man. Really, really do appreciate it. While you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. I'd appreciate that 100%. And if you guys are new to the stream, we got some new people in here. If you're new and you do subscribe, let me know so I could shout you out here on the stream. He says, it's not too late for Hattie Matty to get another Hattie. All right, we'll see. We'll see if that happens, my friend. What the hell if Eichel is WHT if Eichel is a cancer in the locker room? I think some players on the Sabres might agree with that. Who knows? Vegas has had many chances. They certainly have. Remember Dominik Hasek? We lost a good one. Yeah. He was great. He was great. Ian Krause says Eichel is a cancer. I honestly think that you can make someone an argument for that. DJ's back in the chat saying yes. The Knights will be bad in a couple of years. They are going to be bad in a couple of years. That's for damn sure. DJ, I'm sure, just saw the score and probably not happy. Don't blame him. DJ says, happy birthday to Kathy Hilton. Happy birthday, Kathy Hilton. So we got a lot of different birthdays here in this chat, man. So happy birthday, Kathy Hilton, man. Thank you for letting us know that. As we get an icing here against it was against the Sabres. So we just saw a great opportunity for Jeff Skinner to try to double the lead, but he got denied. But this third period is definitely moving and grooving, guys. And the longer we go, the less time that Toronto has. But they have these big guns that could score a lot. So we'll see if they can do it. 6:25 to go in the third. Leafs right now trailing 3-2 to the Sabres here in this year's Classic. Is now a turnover opportunity for Jeff Skinner in that backhand try. Stop by Mrazek. Excuse me, that was Kyle Oposo with that chance. Feet in front there. And that one did not go in as the net dislodged on the save by Peter Mrazek. Sabres arguing that puck went in. But now the refs are converging and we'll go over and see if they'll make a decision here. This will be interesting. This could be a key point in the game. Kyle Oposo started with it. Backhand try was stopped by Mrazek. Got it right back. Fed it over to Dylan Cousins, who fed it to the slot to Krebs. And the Sabres reacted a little bit late. But again, we'll see here. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think this goal will end up counting at the end of the day, so we'll see. DJ says, thanks, Doc. No worries. Hey, where's your like button? It is on there. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see the button that says like, and you just click on it right there. This net dislodged. Dylan Cousins crashed into the net. So that puck, that goal is not going to count because the net came off its moorings. That goal is just flat out not going to count. But Ian, it's right where it says, like and also dislike. You just click on the like button and it's right there on YouTube. So the call on the ice is a goal. So they actually gave it a goal, but I think now they're going to look at it again. So at least for right now, they're giving a goal to Peyton Krebs, which would be his second of the game. But we'll see what the refs make a decision. This is a very strange and weird situation here. Gwen says, get in. The net went off, no goal. Well, according to these refs, they're saying the goal did count. Will says, I wish NBC still did NHL. I do as well. I really do. James says, yes, baby. I hope so. Obviously, again, he's cheering for the Sabres in this one. I just can't see how this is a goal, guys, because the net came off its moorings when that puck was in the back of the net. Unless I'm wrong. I don't think this is a goal. I really don't understand why this would be a goal. Will says, Doc Emmerich is legend, dude. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, hockey broadcaster of all time. New Jersey Devil broadcaster. They called it a goal anyway. They said the call on the ice was confirmed. So I've never seen that before. As even though the net dislodged, the puck ended up in the back of the net and the ref said it was a good goal. So Peyton Krebs gets his second goal of the game. And the Sabres have doubled the lead. It's now 4-2. So I guess they're saying the puck crossed the line, but I don't know how you could see it. This is a very weird decision. I've never seen. I told you guys that one of these teams is going to win on a weird goal, and I know this only doubles the lead, but this is a weird goal. Toronto will get first rounded again. Until proven otherwise, they probably will. Quinn is pumped up, saying, let's go. DJ says, thanks, Doc. No worries, man. What the net off called a good goal for Buffalo Sabres? I guess they're saying the net wasn't off yet when the puck ended up in the back of the net. But either way, with 6:11 to go here in the third period, Peyton Krebs has scored his second of the game, and the Sabres have doubled their lead. It's now 4-2 as we'll see it again. This is such a strange situation. So Cousins gets the puck, feeds it in front. The net is off before Krebs takes the shot. I don't know how this is considered a goal. This is so strange. This is so strange. Quinn says, suck it, Toronto. Fair enough. He just says, my girls are watching. That's great to hear. Thank you so much for you guys hanging out and supporting us. We appreciate it. James is pumped up. Yes, nice win for Buffalo. Well, got 6:08 still to go in the third period, James, so it's not over just yet. But the deficit has now become a little bit tougher for the Leafs. What's going on, Ritu Sharma? Thank you so much for the comment, my friend. We appreciate it. Ritu, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Really does help out the channel. Let me know when you subscribe so I can shout you out here on the stream. They say Toronto will always lose. Fair enough. Fair enough. Will says the Kings have a lot of injuries. They certainly have been dealing with a lot, and there's still someone fighting for a playoff spot. Sabres versus Leafs. Oh, yeah, Revs versus Leafs. Fair enough. Ritu says, I know that. Awesome, man. Awesome. Now the Sabres keeping it in here. Toronto, 1967. Yep. It's the last time they won a championship. As now Austin Matthews comes in, gets it over to Marner. Nice feed over. Toe drag takes a shot, and that one gets blocked off the shot by Bunting. And now the Sabres look to get out of the zone as Skinner tried to feed it over. And now we got pushing and shoving as Matthews and Dahlin are shoving. And then Bunting comes in and starts shoving Dahlin. So things have gotten chippy here. As you can see, some frustration from the Leafs here as they're trailing by 2 with 5:05 to go. But Dahlin and Matthews, probably the two biggest players representing these teams, had some choice words. It started with Austin Matthews got shoved into Anderson, and then they just kept cross-checking one another. Anderson trying to be the bodyguard, just trying to break it up. That was a crazy scenario there, as Matthews has certainly gotten frustrated. DJ says, LOL. Kings lost 5-0 to the Sharks last night. Yeah, they got beat up pretty bad against the Sharks, but the Sabres are getting a penalty here, even though both Matthews and Dahlin are in the box. The the Leafs are now going to the power play, down by 2, 4-2 with 5:05 to go in this third period. Big opportunity here for the Leafs to cut the deficit to 1. Unless the penalties are offsetting. I'm not sure. We'll see in a second. DJ says, I love the Ducks and the Canadian team. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Quinn says, hoping for a Boston versus Toronto in the first round. That would be that'd be so much fun. So much fun. Pink Cat 57 Roadblocks. Thank you so much for the comment, my friend. Really do appreciate it. Pink Cat, while you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Really does help out the channel. New live watch-alongs of NHL and hockey games every single day here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Toronto used to be good, then their goalie change. I think that they've definitely been struggling a little bit since Campbell got hurt, so I can definitely see where you're coming from. I've won as many Stanley Cups as the Leafs in the last 50 years. I think we all have, so I can see that point. Nup4, thank you so much for the comment, my friend. Really do appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Really would appreciate it, guys. We got a lot of new people in here, so if you guys can like the stream, also subscribe, that goes a long way. And also, if you guys can donate as well, all of that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Nup says, let's go Leafs, come on. So cheering on the Leafs. Ritu says Steve Meth. Not sure who that is. Pink Cat 57 again saying predicting Buffalo to win 5-3. All right, so he expects both teams to add one more goal before it's all said and done. Imagine the Lightning go into the finals and lose. Corey Perry lose 3 years in a row. That would be tough. That would be a little bit worse than when Marian Hossa lost back-to-back cups. DJ says yes, sir. Everyday Hockey is in the chat. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it, guys. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. Hope you got some donations today. I did get one from Isha, so I got one. But if you guys want to donate as well, you're more than welcome to. I'd appreciate that 100%. All donations go back to the hosts like myself. Leafs will lose 4-2 in first round. So Will already has a prediction that the Leafs will lose in the first round in 6 games. I play Railway Province. That's very cool, Pink Cat. Very, very cool indeed. I like that. Toronto is always lose matches. They certainly have been losing a lot more, especially when it counts. Storybook ending would be Tampa versus Flames in the final with Calgary winning in Game 7. Getting revenge from the 0-4 final, Quinn. I like that. The puck was in the net, 0-4 Flames. Yeah, and in what, Game 6? Yeah, that was tough. That was very tough, very tough. Isha's back says, Neil will give you a special shout out if you donate. Helps the independent content creators. Absolutely. So again, guys, if you donate, you don't have to let me know that you did. I get a notification right away. But if you donate, I'll give you a special shout out here on the stream. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Like and subscribe. Watchalongs every day of the week, covering all teams in the NHL. Absolutely. So back here at the game, 4.5 minutes to go in the third. We had offsetting penalties against both Dahlin and Matthews, not a power play for the Leafs. So now we'll see if the ice opens up a little bit, but the Leafs need to hurry here. They need 2 to tie to at least force overtime. As now Alex Tuck intercepts it for the Sabres and slowly makes his way and backhands it into the zone. And yes, also, live Q&A with Terry Ryan, former NHL player, every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel as well. Will says Lightning 0-4 Cup champs. Yep. And then they were able to win back-to-back these past 2 years. Pinkett says it has core explode, zombie, flash flood, slender meteor shower. Roblox is cool. Roblox is I don't play it myself, but I watch a lot on YouTube. It seems like a very cool game. Will be Northern Lights. Very cool. Not good. Matthews in the box. That is not good. As it looks like Peter Mrazek has been pulled with 3:56 to go in the third, 52 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. So now it'll be 5-on-4 in favor of the Leafs. They need 2 to tie. That shot by Marner is sticked aside by Anderson. Now gets it over to Marner again. Marner drops it off, gets it over to Morgan Riley. He fakes the shot, gets into Marner. Tried to feed it in front to Kasha. That one goes all the way back out to center ice. Leafs will have to regroup again. Neil, who do you think will win this? Who will win the cup? I think the Panthers will lose in the final, but I don't know to who. I think right now, I like Calgary's chances. I think, though, until someone can prove to beat them, I think I'm going to have to go with Tampa again. They're still very, very much the team to beat. There's no question about it. This is my Baco. All right, fair enough. As we're getting a penalty here against the Sabres with 3:19 to go in the third. So only a few seconds to go on the 4-on-4. And so now it's going to be a great and even better opportunity for the Leafs because now they'll be able to skate 6-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. So we've got 14 seconds to go on the Toronto 4-on-3 right now. Again, 3:19 to go in the third. Sabres right now up 4-2. My favorite team is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Love it, Ritu. Absolutely love it. And again, if you could leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe, I'd appreciate that 100%. Toronto weather will be 15 degrees. That is cold. That is very, very cold indeed. Ian cheering on his Leafs. He says, we need one now. This is the time. This is the time, if you're the Maple Leafs, to get one back here, cut the deficit to 1, and keep pushing. It will be very boring if Tampa three-peats. It'll be impressive, to say the least, but it will be a little bit boring. Thank you so much for the comment, JT Ramirez. Really do appreciate it. While you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Really does help out the channel. He says Cowboys 2023 Super Bowl champs. We'll see. We'll see. Ritu says Austin Matthews is the star in hockey. He is a superstar. He is a superstar. Ian Krause says right now, absolutely. Maybe Tampa goes 3 in a row. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. James says Steve Dangle is yelling at his stream about his Leafs losing. I don't blame him. I can't wait till he does his LFR video after this game. Empty net again for the Leafs. They are skating 6-on-4 right now as they almost turned over the puck there. 2:53 to go in the third. They are still down by 2. They need 2 to tie. We'll see if they can get it. Marner comes up the right side, gets it over. Gets it over to Tavares. That one's broken up. Number 10 for Buffalo fires it around the boards. William Nylander gets there. Feeds over to Riley. He takes a shot. That one's stopped by Anderson. Follow-up try gets blocked. Matthews, he's out of the box. Both teams now have their 2 guys. And that one misses. And now an opportunity for Tage Thompson into the empty net. And he scores! Tage Thompson, a shorthanded empty net goal. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, with 2:25 to go in this one, the Sabres have pretty much put this one on ice as Tage Thompson, who's had a pretty good game, gets an opportunity on an empty net and he cashes in. And the Sabres are on their way to an upset victory as William Nylander tried to keep the puck in the zone. He fanned on it. Tage Thompson got there, fired it off the boards, led it to himself, and then he had no problem at all firing it into the empty net to get himself a goal to make it 5-2 Buffalo with 2:25 to go in this one. Tampa built to win. Who will win today's match? Well, it looks like it's going to end up being Buffalo. Anderson going to shut the door. He's been doing that. JT says Avalanche ain't winning anything this year. Landeskog is out for the year. They haven't been playing well. It's definitely a bad break to lose your captain, a guy who also produces a lot of points, JT. You're absolutely right. Nice. Finally, Canadian announcer who fights for my wife. Fair enough. All right. James says, yes, Buffalo. Ian says, it's over. It's looking to be that way, unfortunately. I like Toronto, actually, Pink Cat says. All right. No problems with that. She had no one lover but me. Is that a song? Not sure. Now we're getting a fight here, ladies and gentlemen, as both teams just got to bunch up together, and oh my goodness, Ilya Mikheyev and Tage Thompson going at it. Dylan Cousins losing his helmet. Oh my goodness, there's helmets and sticks everywhere as the Leafs have completely melted down here at the end. Michael Bunting having to be restrained from the ref. Cousins the same thing. Holy moly, what is going on? Look at this. Bunting is trying to get to Dylan Cousins, but I don't think anything's going to happen as this is interesting. As things slow down here with still 1:43 to go in the third. But this one is all but said and done, ladies and gentlemen. The Sabres, with some puck luck, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of luck, they have been able to have some successes. It started with Dylan Cousins with a big-time hit on Austin Matthews. Michael Bunting took exception to that. He checked Cousins, knocked him to the ground, and then that started a whole melee. So I think that was just a clean hit. I don't see a problem with that hit, but it is Austin Matthews, so people are going to come and defend him on his team. But also I think that the Leafs are just incredibly pissed off that they are going to end up being upset in Hamilton against this Sabres team as you see Michael Bunting making his way to an early trip to the locker room. Dylan Cousins, I think, is going to have to do the same thing as it looks like they've both been ejected. But Leafs need goalies soon in trade. Probably do. Line brawl, that's exactly what it is. My wife is the queen. Respect your wife, 100%. Toronto is not playing good. They have not. I'm just going to predict the cup final will be the Lightning and whatever other recent cup winner will be the final, but Tampa will lose and Perry keeps losing in the final. Very likely to be the case, JT. Very likely to be the case. Toronto last 6-2. Maybe we'll see if Buffalo can get themselves another goal. See if you're right. Cowboys win the Super Bowl. I don't know about that. We'll see, JT. Leafs keep choking. That much is for certain. That's fair enough. Wash hands, hands. Leafs definitely need a goalie, James. I think it's they do need some help. I don't think there's any question about that. Quinn says cheeks. All right. But again, guys, make sure to leave a like on this stream as well as subscribe and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. New live watch-alongs every day here on the channel, covering every single team in the NHL. So 1:43 to go here in the third. We just had a whole line brawl, basically, and things have definitely they were heating up throughout the period because I think the Leafs were just getting so frustrated with being down by a couple of goals to the Sabres. And now, with only 25 seconds to go in the power play and 1:43 to go in the third and down by three goals, I just can't see Toronto coming back as Ilya Mikheyev is also going to the locker room. So some guys are going to get some early access to the showers. Dylan Cousins is on one knee near the Sabres people. I don't know if he's going to be able to. He'll probably have to wait till all the Leafs players that got thrown out leave, and then I think he'll end up going. Or maybe he'll just stay there. Who knows? But some fans are definitely having some fun here. Sabres fans are going to walk away with an upset victory in this outdoor game. As there's Terry Pagula, who is one of the owners of the Sabres. He's got to be happy watching his team right now. As now we're finally back to hockey here. As now the Leafs try to come into the offensive zone. Pierre Engvall takes a shot that just gets blocked. 90 seconds to go in this one. 10 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Sabres control it now. Give it over to his teammate, and now they'll slowly make their way. Here comes Alex Tuch. Alex Tuch backhands it. That's stick to side by Peter Mrazek. And now the Sabres are on a power play for 1:30 with 1:11 to go in the third. So unless they score on this power play, the Leafs are going to be shorthanded for the rest of this one. As Ritu says, Toronto Maple Leafs are not good. They were not good today. That is for sure. My dad, Papa Villapiano in the chat, saying that decision by Toto not to pull their goalie back in once they got the power play mystifies me. Yeah, that was just a bad no decision. I don't know what exactly the reason behind that was, so I guess we'll hear it in the press conference at the end of the game. But also, I do want to say that that fluke goal that ended up being counted for Peyton Krebs, I think kind of really threw the Leafs off by so much, and it just forced them to get out of their comfort zone, and they just never recovered. Sabres own the Leafs. Well, the Sabres are now going to win their second game this year against the Leafs, and it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. So we got 13 seconds to go here in the third period. And like I said, guys, this one is pretty much over. Sabres controlling it here. Guy makes a move. 5 seconds to go. One last chance here if the Sabres want to take a shot. It gets broken up, and that will do it. As the Buffalo Sabres travel to Hamilton, Canada, and they defeat in an upset the Maple Leafs by the score of 5-2. Vinny Hinostroza with 2 goals, the one that tied it, and also what ended up being the game winner. And then Peyton Krebs added 2 of his own. And then you had Tage Thompson who added an empty netter. And that was that. So the Leafs got 2 goals early on in the second. But other than that, Craig Anderson was tremendous in net, and he was able to guide the Sabres to an upset victory on Toronto's home ice. That's got to be tough. That has got to be tough 100%. Isha, in another one of his accounts, says, go Buffalo. Dude, I know, Isha. I know how much you love the fact that not only the Leafs lose, they got embarrassed on their own in their own country. That has got to be hilarious. We got the upset that we all wanted and all expected at the end of the day as the Sabres win this one 5-2. Leafs were down on Barton. I have no idea who that is. DJ says, thank you so much. No worries, DJ. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Checking hookers, not Sabres. Fair enough. Ritu says, all the teams against Toronto Maple Leafs are losing. Yeah, they've lost some games that they really shouldn't have lost, like today. Quinn says, all right, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much, Quinn, for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream before you go. Really would appreciate it. 5-2 was the final here in an upset for the Sabres. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for me on this live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, liking, subscribing, donating, interacting, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for doing all that. Really, really do appreciate it. Follow the Hockey Podcast Network on all social medias at HockeyPodNet, as well as subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Go check out the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Covers every single team in the NHL, including other great hockey content. So go check out all the podcasts on there, including the Devil's State of Mind podcast, in which I'm the host of. Covers everything New Jersey Devils. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. So make sure you guys go check out my podcast and all the podcasts on the Hockey Podcast Network. Follow our podcast on Twitter at Devil's State, Instagram at Devil's State of Mind, and like us on Facebook. You can follow my personal Twitter at THENVPSHOW and my personal Instagram at NVPQB11. Ian Crow says, thanks. No worries, Ian. Before you go, man, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Would appreciate it 100%. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us on this very special live watch along, and we will see you in the next live watch along. Once again, the final score here from the 2022 NHL Heritage Classic. The Buffalo Sabres come away with an upset victory as they beat the Maple Leafs by the score of 5-2. The Toronto Maple Leafs are not practicing. They need more practice. They certainly need to get back on the practice ice. They want to not have a loss like this ever again. But thank you all again so much for hanging out with us. And as I always say at the end of every live watch along, rock on.